Well, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Freeze Field at the Rush Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin for the season opener for a couple of teams looking to, one, rebound, and two, keep up the success they've had in recent years. It's time for the Arizona Rattlers at the Green Bay Blizzard Week 1 of Indoor Football League action right here at the Rush Center in Green Bay. I'm Alex Strofe, joined alongside Joey Bonadonna. Joey, it should be a fun one here in this season opener.
Yeah, definitely. We got two teams. The Arizona Rattlers, they were in the intense conference championship game, lost the Sioux Falls Storm there. They've been very successful in their time with the league in the last couple of years. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Blizzard, they need to start
It's
rebounding.
been a few years for them.
Yeah, I think I like what they have with the group here. Let's start on their offense. Justin Billiot, they're at quarterback. He is definitely going to be a leader for this ball club. And then on the defense, they definitely revamped they lost a lot of talent to other leagues, but they brought in players like Jadar Johnson from Clemson, Joe Powell from Oklahoma, Isaiah Brown from New Mexico, and many other names that I can't like. There's a lot of talent on this squad right now, and I can't wait to see what they come up with this season.
For the first time in the history of the Indoor Football League, the Green Bay Blizzard are looking for a playoff berth, and that all starts here in Week 1. The Arizona Rattlers, however, in their third season now in the Indoor Football League, United Bowl champions in their inaugural season in 2017, a playoff team last year, and here is year 3 under a legend, Kevin Guy. He's been around for a long time, a coach of this team, an owner of Tucson, and a team in their inaugural season this year. Talk about Kevin Guy, the impact he's had on this league and this Arizona Rattlers team.
Well, Kevin Guy, he's been around with the Arizona Rattlers for a while, and he's just been a great leader for their organization. He's brought them a lot of success, and now with the owner of Tucson, Tucson's looking to they're looking to do pretty well this year too. So Arizona, here they are, as we are
getting ready for a coin toss, it looks like.
Yeah, coin toss.
Well,
are we on?
Tucson will be taking on Arizona in just 4 weeks, Week 4 of the IFL season. So Kevin Guy going to have a little bit of a heart tug in that one, no matter which way one goes in Week 4. Yeah. But the referees and the opening ball is being brought to midfield, as you see there. On your screen, 4 captains for each team will walk to center field. We'll send it down to our referees for the coin toss.
Hey, Blizzard fans, please make some noise.
Shake hands, introduce yourselves, men. We have Commissioner Alshouse to help us with the coin toss today. Arizona, you are the visitors. This is a head, this is a tails. What is your call?
Tails.
Tails is called. Commissioner Alshouse, would you please do the honor? It is a tails. You have won the toss to begin the game.
Kick that way.
You'd like to...
Defer the second half.
Good. Arizona had won the toss. We'll defer the second half. You'd like the ball? Which goal would you like to defend and kick from?
Kicking that way.
You want to kick that way? Put your backs here. Green Bay, put your backs down here. Green Bay will receive on the north goal. Good luck, men.
So as mentioned by our referees, Green Bay will receive here in the opening half. They'll work from our right to our left, where Joey and I stand, right above Section 221 in the beautiful Rush Center. Despite there is a real blizzard outside, a good showing here in the season opener for the Blizzard crowd here in Green Bay.
Yeah, definitely treacherous conditions outside, real blizzard outside, but here we are in the Blizzard home opener. A lot of people came out to support.
It has been an interesting weekend here in Wisconsin. Rainy / snowy / sleety conditions made for slick travel, but Arizona's here, Green Bay's here. A lot of fans are here, a lot right in front of us, as you can see from our corner cam here in the black and white on your screen. It should be a fun one. So as mentioned, 5 rather, are on the field as Green Bay starts to load out onto the field. They will receive in their green jerseys, white pants, and white numerals, white helmets as well. They'll work from our right to our left. Arizona, the Rattlers, the traveling team here in week 1 of 2019, will work from our left to our right. They will kick off here in this opening half. Orange helmets, white jerseys, white pants, blue numbering, and orange trim, or more of a burgundy, I'd say. I don't know. I'm not a color expert. I do my best with football, though.
Yeah, kind of a burnt orange, teal, black. That's kind of look they're going for out in Arizona.
So a little pregame activities. Looks like they'll lead the green shirts off the field, as well as Bruiser, the mascot. So here we go. 15 minutes on the clock here for quarter 1. Remember, in the IFL, we do have a running clock rule. Tried to speed the game up. I believe they proved that back in 2015 was the running clock. So there you go. Well, thanks for tuning in. 430 of you with us on YouTube, the IFL YouTube channel. We appreciate you taking the time out of your Sunday afternoon to watch some good indoor football here from Green Bay, Wisconsin at the Rush Center. Again, I'm Alex Strofe alongside Joey Bonadonna for this season opener in the IFL. So for Arizona, Jimmy Camacho will come out, number 10, and he will tee off. Of course, the legend, the guy whose jersey's retired, he's back. B.J. Hill is back there for the Blizzard. And here we go, IFL season opener up and away. It is up. Ooh, it hit the scoreboard, so it'll be ruled dead. It's a good way to open the season, huh?
Yeah, and pregame warm-ups, Camacho.
The opening kickoff hit the scoreboard. By rule, it will be placed at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Green Bay.
Yeah, in pregame warm-ups, Jimmy Camacho, he hit the scoreboard a couple times. I was expecting to see it at least once in this game.
Yeah, and there it is, at least once. At least being the key words. But nonetheless, the Blizzard will start from their own 20-yard line, only 30 yards to go for that
Number
first score.
55 is reporting as eligible. 55.
Truett Box coming in at fullback, it looks like. More of a wingback scenario.
So here we go then. Blizzard will start on offense. Justin Billiot, the quarterback, Hill in motion. Here we go. He'll throw a quick one, and it is received. A gain of about 4 to number 5, Levi Copeland, to open things up for the Blizzard here on first down. So that'll make it about 2nd and 6-ish, roughly from the 23, 24-yard line. They're going to call it a 2nd and 7 officially from the 23. Yeah. So just about midfield.
They went with kind of a screen play there, right to the right dasher boards. Picked up about 3 here, and here we are on 2nd and 7.
So Billiot will be in a pistol/shotgun formation, 2 behind him. Obviously, that will result in a motion, and there it is, and there's the snap. Billiot drops back. He's going to run with it. Oh, and he's brought down quickly for a big loss, a loss of about 5 yards. That's number 43, Ricky Wyatt Jr. on the sack there, making it about 3rd and 12.
Yeah, as you see here, Wyatt, he comes right through the middle, and he takes down Justin Billiot. A loss of about 5. This will bring up a 3rd and long scenario for the Green Bay Blizzard.
So 3rd and 12 now from their own 18 is the Blizzard. They're looking to get out of their old ways, Joey. This team has consistently been a losing team. They're looking to get on the right side here in week 1 of the 2019 IFL season. Justin Billiot takes the snap. He'll drop back. Pressure coming for Adam. He gets rid of it. It's caught one-handed. Bobble intercepted. It's taken up the sideline. Only Billiot can get him, and he will be stopped. They're going to rule it down at about the 2-yard line. Maybe the 2-yard line, if that. Number 36, Phillip Henry. The deflected interception went in and out of the hands of B.J. Hill as he was dealing with contact. But Henry decided to run in all the way to the 2-yard line. Only a minute and a half into this game. So the Rattlers are going to be right on just about their own goal line. Their first offensive snap of this game.
Yeah, B.J. Hill, he was trying to haul it in. Alan Chapman with good defense there, and it deflected right into Henry's hands.
Wow.
And he took that one back all the way down to the 1.
Well, there you go. Not quite a pick 6.
It looks like the question that we've been asking all offseason, it looks like Jeff Siemba will be the starting quarterback week 1 for the Arizona Rattlers.
Ziemba indeed will go under center over Verlin Reed Jr. I imagine both these guys will see time, though. The former Ohio State Buckeye, Reed Jr.
Yes, definitely.
So Ziemba under center. Jabre Lally in his backfield, the running back, and 2 in motion. And he will just give it. He tripped at the goal line, did Ziemba. He gave it off to Lally, but he was not able to get much of a gain. Let's see what the refs have to say what happened on the field there. We'll send it down.
Lengthy conference here.
No doubt. Ironing out some homework are the referees. Lengthy conference indeed, Joey. I sent it down there, and they're still discussing what happened. Ziemba tripped right at the beginning of the snap.
Yeah, great penetration by this.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here's our confirmation of what went down.
Prior to the play, there was a delay of game on the offense. Number 11. It's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down.
See, I did not see that, even though we have a play clock right in front of us. So a delay of game called on Ziemba. Wow. So rather than their 1-yard line now at their own, or rather the Blizzard 6, are the Arizona Rattlers trying to get on the board first early into this one, just over 2 minutes. So Ziemba in a shotgun formation now. He'll take it himself. A quick pitch on an option. He gets up to maybe the 6-yard line. Now a fumble, it looks like, possibly. Here's the Blizzard faithful going wild. It was Marquez Goldman that got in there. And they will call it a strip and a Blizzard football. Another turnover in this one.
There was a fumble on the play, recovered by Green Bay. 1st and 10, Green Bay.
And that confirms it as official. So Marquez Goldman comes up with a huge play in his first game with the Blizzard. The former 49er, San Francisco 49er that is, comes up with a big strip. Right about the 6-yard line, the Blizzard will take over at their own 11.
As I mentioned in the pregame, the Green Bay Blizzard definitely revamped their defense, and Marquez Goldman is one of those defensive backs. He's going to have a big season for them this year.
Wow, tough call there, but nonetheless, it went in favor of the home team. Here we go. Dropping back is Billiot, trying to get some space, and he loses it, catches it himself. Brett Favre-esque just across from Lambeau Field, and he'll be taken down way behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 5 there on the play. Not good for Billiot right there.
He's had 3 plays here with the Blizzard. Not a great start so far, but hopefully he can bounce back and get in the positive for yards gained.
So here we go. That'll make it 2nd and 13. Only loss of 3, they're going to call it. I'll politely disagree. It looks like a loss of about 5, but nonetheless, I'm wearing a microphone, not running the sticks, as the ball is kicked pre-snap. So they got to reset it anyway. A solid crowd here in the Resch Center this evening. New faith in the Blizzard here in Green Bay as Billiot back in the shotgun. B.J. Hill to his left, a couple of receivers right. They're in motion. Here we go. Here's the snap. It's low. It's bobbled, and Billiot just picks it up and decides he's going to throw it all the way to the crowd. Take home a souvenir. Guy wearing a Devontae Adams jersey. He'll take home a souvenir because Billiot had heavy pressure. That'll make it 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, rule here in the IFL, if you might have heard over the PA, if the ball goes in the stands, you get to keep it. Devontae Adams jersey guy, he gets to keep that souvenir.
Well, that'll make it 3rd down and 14 here for the home team, the Green Bay Blizzard, on their own, roughly 6-7 yard line. Billiot in the shotgun, a couple of targets left and one to his right. He'll take the snap, and he'll look left. B.J. Hill over the middle. No, he's going to get sacked in the end zone. That's good for 2 points. Let's call the safety.
Yeah, Billiot, he had a couple of receivers to his left. He scrambled to right, just couldn't find anyone open. He took a sack in the end zone.
So who would have guessed that the Arizona Rattlers' first point of the year comes on a safety as Billiot taken down in the end zone by a slew of Rattlers. Looked like a pair of them, but maybe Joshua Gordon looked like he was probably there first, along with Connor Flagel, number 33. So a couple of over 6 feet guys were there in the end zone for the Rattlers.
Yeah, and I can't speak from experience, but I'm sure as a quarterback, it's definitely frightening to see those three big guys right in your face.
Yeah, that's never easy. I imagine so. Even though Billiot's not a small man by any means, but it's still scary to get tackled by three big guys in your own end zone, because that's worth 2 points for all of you at home. Keeping score 2-0, Rattlers lead earlier, 10:32 to go here in the first quarter. We're live at the Resch Center in Green Bay for opening week action of the Indoor Football League. Alex Strofe alongside Joey Bonadonna for this one. 2-0 your score, Rattlers lead, 10.5 remains in the first. Away for the Blizzard, number 33, Cody Barber. He was working out with Mason Crosby, the Packers kicker, last week. That was posted on the Blizzard's Instagram at Blizzard IFL.
Yeah, I saw on social media Mason Crosby was at the Blizzard practice this week.
Hanging out with Cody Barber, who lets that one fly. Will be returned at the 1 yard line and brought right up the middle. And there's nothing but space and a blocker. There's a flag thrown, but all the way to the end zone is Desmond Epps on that return. But reminder, a flag was thrown when he crossed about the midfield, right when he crossed that IFL logo.
Yeah, and as we know, Desmond Epps definitely a dangerous returner, one of the most dangerous returners up there right now, especially with the BJ Hill. So we might see a couple of big returns here in this one tonight.
Illegal block in the back. Number 3 on the return team. Half the distance foul. The 1st and 10. Arizona.
Blizzard fans standing back home mortgage would like your help.
There you go, a block in the back called.
Alan Chapman.
Say it with me if you would.
So that will be brought back. Desmond Epps had nothing but speed and space on that one. He was going the whole way. I don't even know if he needed that extra block in the back, but nonetheless, it was called. Arizona will take over on their own 10-yard line rather than, all the way to their end zone. So a better scenario for Green Bay here.
And if we saw more of what their defense showed us at the goal line the last drive, we're in for a show here.
No doubt about it. So under center is Jeff Ziemba. Couple of guys motion, 3 targets. He's tripped right away. That's going to be a wow.
Flag on the play.
Wow. Kevin Austin just tossed the center into Ziemba, and they both went tumbling. So I imagine this will probably be a call on the defense, but we'll find out. Here's a call.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, number 77, contact with the center, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Yeah, as expected, Kevin Austin was who that was called on. He threw the center into Ziemba. They both went tumbling, so kind of a fun call, but you get to see the replay. So an encroachment call is what it was called. So here we go. It'll be still first down and 5 to go for the Rattlers from their own 15-yard line. Ziemba now in shotgun. He'll hand it off to Epps and a couple of Blizzard members there, but it was tough to take him down. It looked like it was a loss of about 2, but it took 3 guys to get there. Powell was there. Goldman was there.
Yeah, there's Goldman again with that great tackling ability in open field. That's 2 tackles for him with the forced fumble earlier and the recovery. Definitely a bright spot here on this Blizzard defense.
Yeah, it looked like Joe Powell was there as well. So a couple of Blizzard there. So that'll make it 2nd and 7. A loss of 2 there for Powell and Goldman, who kind of combined on that tackle for Epps. Here's Ziemba. He's going to drop back and look up the middle. He's got a target and some space across midfield now is number 5, Anthony Amos.
Anthony Amos was with the Arizona Hotshots
of the AAF.
Yeah, earlier. Didn't make their final roster, so here he is back with the Arizona Rattlers.
So first and a fresh set of yards to go just past midfield are the Rattlers. Ziemba in shotgun. He'll drop back to pass again on this one. He's got a wide open Epps past first down line and inside the 10 now. And 4 Blizzard were there. Wrap them up.
All came loose after the whistle.
A little bit of extracurricular activity going on following that one. Another fresh.
Oh, there's a shove right in front of the referee. He didn't see it. Yeah, we might be seeing a lot of extracurricular tonight. No flags called on that one though.
So first and 10, well, first and goal rather from their own from the Blizzard 9-yard line. Ziemba under center now. A quick handoff and space, breaks a tackle from Powell and brings it all the way in. That's Jabre Lowley for the score. A late flag again, though 3 of them thrown, so this is going to be a quick agreement call, I imagine. Maybe another call for extracurriculars.
Yeah, he threw that ball when he crossed the line. I don't know if this is what they're calling, but here's the confirmation.
After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 21 on the offense. He spiked the ball, and it went into the stands. By rule, the visiting team cannot put the ball in the stands. That penalty will be placed in the bank.
So yeah, the ball was spiked by Jabre Lowley. Ball ended up actually in the hands of an Arizona Rattlers fan sitting there in the front row. But still, by rule, that is a penalty for unnecessary roughness. Or
unsportsmanlike conduct,
conduct. That's the word I'm looking for.
Big words that start with you. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So the Rattlers will take a 9-0 lead here only halfway through this first quarter.
Oh, we have an injury down the field.
Promotional timeout.
Can't quite see who the number is, but they are down near the 5-yard line of the Green Bay Blizzard.
It's number 33.
Connor Flagel.
He had a big tackle earlier in the game. He's walking off under his own power, which is good to see.
Direct your fans down into the field because it's time now for the Crystal Springs Golf Course Chipping Challenge. Let's go down to the field with Joe.
What is up, Blizzard fans? Oh, come on, you gotta be louder than that. What is up, Blizzard fans? Hey, I like that. All right. This is the Crystal Springs over here, otherwise known as Ray Allen. And we've got Jerry over here. They're going to be shooting these golf balls as close as they can get to the helmet. But we've got a little twist in here tonight. If Tom scores, you guys get t-shirts. If Jerry scores, you guys get t-shirts. So you guys root for your side, all right? Are you ready? Tom, you're up first. Let's hear it. Tom. All right, not bad. Let's see. Jerry. Come on, let's hear it for him. Checking the win. I think we're indoors, though. I think Jerry is right now in the lead. You got this, Tom. Ooh, that's a good one. Jerry, what do you got? Jerry. Oh! Tom is the winner! Congratulations to Tom and to the Crystal Springs.
Hey, Blizzard fans, don't forget if you want to have your favorite player sign your shirt or football that you may catch during tonight's game, stick around for the Kids Dental Experts 5th quarter autograph session down on the field immediately after this afternoon's game.
Well, we understand why Jerry, who was just playing that game there, is not in the IFL. That was not a good toss at all. He could not toss that golf ball. Sorry, Jerry. I have to jump on you a little bit. You are tuned in to opening week action right here on the Indoor Football League YouTube page. The Arizona Rattlers lead the Green Bay Blizzard 9-0 here, just halfway through the first quarter. Here's the kickoff following the score by the Rattlers. B.J. Hill will grab it at the back of the end zone, and he will take it out. He's got some blocks, and he's got quick moves, but he will not get it across the 5-yard line. Not a good return for the veteran Hill.
Yeah, he caught that one right at the back of his end zone. I took that one about 13, 12 yards out, about the 4. Let's see where they're going to put the ball officially.
Number 55 is reporting as eligible. 55.
Drew Fox reporting as eligible again. And they're going to place it at the 5.
That referee never fails to scare me when he jumps into our headsets.
Yeah.
Never fails to make me jump.
Yeah.
Here he comes again. Maybe, maybe not.
We will now enforce the 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct on the touchdown on Arizona. 15 yards, 1st and 10.
There's your answer. For people were asking
Green
about this in the chat on YouTube.com. I'm reading it. It's right in front of me. Somebody said, "What does put it in the bank mean?" Because that's what they said following the unsportsmanlike call. They're allowed to enforce it. I believe the refs just do it at some point. Otherwise, the coaching staff might have an option.
Yes, after the kickoff, they will put the ball. How much the penalty was after the kick.
So it wouldn't make sense to do it on the point after, rather.
No.
Gotcha. Interesting rule. A little bit different from other footballs. B.J. Hill gets a handoff out of the backfield. He's still on his feet past midfield. And he's finally brought down by a group of Rattlers. A flag is thrown following the tackle.
Picks up about 8, 2nd down.
It just shocks me how good B.J. Hill is running the football. Here he is on the sweep, lowers a shoulder, trucks a man.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, number 69, late hit after the play. 15-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
So Zach Fondle of the Blizzard with the late hit call.
Yeah, there we are with more of that unnecessary roughness we were talking about. But still on that last play, B.J. Hill, he's just showing great flashes of greatness on that run.
Correction, it's 2nd down. It's after the play.
There's the correction on the call. So, yes, Fondle with the late hit. 2nd down, now make it 2nd and 16. Quick shout out to Matt Patton. He says he loves that the announcers can see the chat. Hi, Matt. Thanks for tuning in. Here's the 2nd down snap. And it's deflected. And, well, that'll die. But at quarterback was Lenore's Footman in for the Blizzard for one play. And he's staying in the game, it looks like.
Looks like Footman's checking in. Maybe the Blizzard weren't satisfied with Billiot's play, or is he injured? We are unsure.
Maybe a little bit of a quarterback controversy here early.
Yeah, both quarterbacks definitely could start for this team at some point this year.
So Footman into the game here, just about 9 minutes into the 1st quarter. And here's the 3rd down snap. 3rd and 16 now for the home team. Footman drops back. He's looking deep, looking to scramble right. Has time, has space, and he'll take it himself up the left side, past midfield. Can't get the 1st down, still about 5 yards short.
Gets pushed out of bounds at about midfield, where it'll be 4th down.
Definitely in range for Cody Barber, unless they are deciding to go for it.
It looks like they are, with B.J. Hill still on the field. Footman talking to the OC.
You know, that's the thing I loved about Lenore's Footman when he came into the Blizzard training camp. He just has great speed, very athletic at the quarterback position.
Just direct snap at the B.J. Hill, says in the chat. Made me giggle, made me break character. Here's 4th down, 5 to go, 5 minutes remain. Rattlers lead 9-0. Footman takes it right. He's got space for the 1st down and more. Inside the 10, and he gets dragged down. Hits the wall with Alan Chapman, the safety for Arizona. A nice kind of play on your feet move by Footman. No pun intended.
Yeah, Footman, he's definitely good on his feet, as his last name implies. He can get inside he got inside the 10 on this one, reversed field. It'll be a 1st and goal from the 9, officially.
Nice play by Lenore's Footman. His 1st drive in at quarterback for the Blizzard. So here they are at their own 10-yard line now. Looking to get closer, but he's brought down in the backfield. Right, quick pressure, Josh Gordon again. He's been all over the place for the Rattlers defensive front. He's been doing a very solid job so far in this 1st quarter, has Gordon.
He had that sack earlier, and here he is right off the edge.
Wow.
Right on the left side of the offensive line. He had that sack earlier in the end zone for the safety for the Rattlers' first points on the 2019 season.
Gordon, not super far from Green Bay. He went to Minnesota Mankato, a Division II football school just across the Minnesota-Wisconsin border. So here's second down, 15 to go from the 15. Footman tried to keep it, tried to make something happen again with his feet, but was not able to get real far.
Kind of looked like a
Maybe
design
a gain.
quarterback draw.
Right, it looked like that was the plan from the get-go, but not much of a gain there. For Footman, maybe half a yard, and that'll make it third down.
Third and goal from the 14.
So here's Footman from the 19 is where he'll take the snap. The ball's at the roughly 14 and a half. He'll drop back here on third down. Throw into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Blizzard touchdown. First of the year.
What a throw by Lenore.
Keslow Smith.
Yeah, Keslow Smith, he was definitely the Blizzard's best receiver last year. Breakout year for him. And here he is with the Blizzard's first points on the season to draw closer to the Arizona Rattlers here in the first quarter.
Keslow Smith, a Lakeland University product, also spent some time with the Minnesota Vikings, scores the first Blizzard touchdown of the year here on their home field at the Resch Center. So Cody Barber, who was taking reps with another NFL guy, Mason Crosby, earlier this week, he'll come on for the point after, and that is up and good into the stands. There's a souvenir for you, courtesy of Cody Barber.
It looked like, who was it here?
It was Truett Box for the Blizzard that was in on it. He lost his helmet, actually, did Box. So the refs will converse regarding the confrontation that just happened in front of us after that point after. Cody Barber was just trying to make some fans' day. Give him a souvenir up in the stands.
Yeah, no net behind that left end zone towards us. So anyone sitting in those stands, they're going to get a chance to get a souvenir.
The try is good. After the try, personal foul, hands to the face, number 92.
On the Rattlers.
On the defense. That penalty will be placed in the bank.
So there we are at the place in the bank again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's
I think
so. Nick Diavanzo was in on that one, number 92 for the Rattlers.
Emotional timeout.
All right, that is right. So this is the Gallagher's box battle. They're going to be holding their box.
Another game here before the kickoff. I see pizza boxes and 5 people, so this might be entertaining for all of you at home.
Okay, we got the guys in the back confident. You guys want to set up here? Tell me when you're ready.
A lot of flags, as mentioned, being talked about pretty good in the live chat here on YouTube. About 1,000 of you now hanging out with us. Curious for where all you are watching from, so please feel free to throw that in the chat where you're watching from. Indoor Flag League, somebody says there has been. I would say that's rust, maybe. I would say that's rust, either on the referees, the players, or a little bit of both, where illegal things are happening. They're being called out. So we'll see if that goes down here as the course of the game wears on. We're only 12 and a half minutes into the game.
Definitely have been getting chippy, as we've seen. Like almost after every scoring play, we've seen some extracurricular activity. So don't be surprised if we see more of it as this game goes on.
We've got people in Tampa, Florida, Arizona, Buffalo, New York, Baltimore, Maryland, Omaha, Nebraska, Colorado, all over the place. Thanks for tuning in. And here's the return, and he's going to get all. Oh, Cody Barber got involved and was able to get him down, it seemed, but now they're tackling
down
late.
Right around the 16.
As mentioned, another flag for you.
I saw that block in the back before he even passed the guy.
Desmond Epps with the return. Solid return, but another flag down.
And of course, we still have that flag in the bank from the extra point attempt. So this one could be moved back even more.
During the kickoff, holding number 21 with a takedown on the offense. That penalty will be half the distance. We will also then enforce the bank foul for the personal foul on the try, half the distance as well. It'll be 1st and 10, Arizona.
Looks like the Rattlers going to be starting their possession out In the corner.
Well, there you go, another flag.
Annie Macomb Morgan should
So this one's going to be moved back from the 15 to the 10 to the 5.
for that penalty flag. Let's
So
try this
10
again.
penalty yards just on one play.
Thank you, Arizona.
Sacramento, Tucson, St. Louis, Missouri, all hanging out.
Every
Thanks
time
for joining
an
us.
IFL flag is thrown, an Angel gets his wings.
Jeff Siemba now in for the Rattlers. He takes the snap out of the shotgun. Has time over the middle, up the midfield. Anthony Amos has got it. He's past the opposite 20 and finally brought down by Goldman.
Brought down by.
Yeah, Goldman's been a great tackler here for the Green Bay Blizzard.
That's a Rattlers first down.
But you don't want to get him involved that much if you're the Blizzard. That was a big gain right there,
Yeah.
maybe a 20-yard gain, if not more. Jeff Ziemba showed some poise in the pocket and made things happen as Anthony Amos came open across the middle. A big game for the road team, the Arizona Rattlers. And they go back to work now in Blizzard territory from the 19-yard line. Ziemba under center. Couple of receivers in motion. Will pass it off to Lally out of the backfield. He's got space. Breaking tackles Marshawn Lynch style and up to the 7-yard line of Green Bay.
Yeah, Lally, he's been breaking a lot of tackles. He looks like Dale Monroe out here. With him on short-term IR right now, he's definitely filling those shoes pretty well here. He's been dragging a lot of Blizzard defenders for extra yards.
So far, so good for Jabre Lally. 1 minute remains here in the first quarter of opening weekend IFL action. Rattlers lead 9-7, looking to expand on that lead now from the Blizzard 6.
Clock drops under a minute here in the first quarter.
And he's all alone in the backfield, just got some motion out wide to each side, but here comes a little motion towards him and a handoff to Harrington. He gets within the 5-yard line, maybe a gain of 2 there for Harrington. Jared Harrington of Campbellsville University in his second year in the IFL.
It's like it was Deshaun Taylor, very talented linebacker here for the Green Bay Blizzard on the tackle. I think they're going to try and roll this clock down as far as they possibly can. They got about a second between the play clock and the game clock.
So Ziembo now with Lale line next to him out of shotgun. 3-on-3 matchup up front. Over the middle drop, then a hard hit on Harrington.
Welcome
Powell,
to Freeze
huge
Field,
hit.
Mr. Wide Receiver.
Joe Powell with the big hit. You can hear the PA announcer making a little joke. Welcome to Freeze Field as he has a hard hit.
That's the
will
end of
end
the first quarter.
That will end the first quarter. 9-7 Rattlers lead, but they are knocking on the Blizzard's door. Third down when we return. Here's a little halftime, rather end of quarter game for your entertainment. Go grab yourself a drink or some more snacks while you land back on your couch. You're watching opening week Indoor Football League action on the Indoor Football League official YouTube channel. Alex Strofe, Joey Bonadonna bringing you the action from Green Bay. 9-7 your score. We'll be back momentarily.
All right, way to go. Blizzard
Well, let's get back to it then.
tonight's second
Couple of first quarter stats for you. Jabri Lally with 19 yards and a touchdown, leading all rushers in this one at least with the touchdown. 3 carries for 19. On the other side for Green Bay, Lenoris Footman with 3 carries for 28 yards. BJ Hill 1 for 8. No scores for them rushing-wise, but obviously Justin Billiot had the passing touchdown earlier in the game. Keyslow Smith with that reception for 14 yards and the touchdown. Levi Copeland 1 reception for 4 yards for Green Bay. Anthony Amos, famous Amos as some of them are calling him, 2 catches for 42 yards. Desmond Epps 1 for 15. Here's the snap now to Ziemba. Flat to Lally. It looks like he will get in maybe a yard short for a Rattler score. This is crucial, though. It is 3rd down.
Oh, they ruled it a touchdown. The center, looks like center judge came in. He ruled it a touchdown.
They did rule it a touchdown, so that makes it 15-7. Arizona extends their lead now, up by 8, looking to make it 9. Here is the point after attempt for Camacho. Up. And good free souvenir for row X way up there. Kid snagged a nice little snag up in row X with Camacho's point after. 16-7.
Looked like a botched snap right there at the beginning, but a good recovery by Camacho. Able to drill all the way up there. Here in the top rows here at the rush center. So now it's 16-7. Rattlers on top of the Green Bay Blizzard.
So the Blizzard really looking to get away from their past ways in seasons past. Only 3 wins last year, 3-11 was their record. A couple of wins each year prior. They've gone through head coaches like you go through bathwater. Quick cycle. Most of them don't make it a full season. Corey Roberson looking to change the dynamic and change the attitude around here.
Yeah, Corey Roberson, the new head coach here for the Green Bay Blizzard, he brought a great enthusiasm to this organization that we haven't seen in a long time. And that's why I'm excited to watch how this season turns out for the Green Bay Blizzard. And they're in this game right now with the Arizona Rattlers, who a lot of people think are the best team in the IFL by far. With Iowa losing Drew Powell last year to the CFL. So now they could be taking over number 1 here in the IFL, and the Blizzard are in this game with them.
Definitely, we will see how this continues. We're only 39 seconds into this second quarter, so still a lot of time to go remaining as Camacho comes on to try to kick it off and not hit the scoreboard, which he won't this time around. Blizzard now working from our left to our right. He's B.J. Hill out of the back of the end zone. He'll take it right side. He's got space in a block, but he's tripped up. He had space if he could have made it past Mayweather.
Camacho getting chippy with Jackson. The kicker getting in on some action here.
No flag? I don't see a flag. We're in good shape, Joey. No flag.
Definitely.
Devontae Merriweather with the tackle there on B.J. Hill. Tripped him up, got near the ankle area.
Yeah, B.J. Hill, he had a big hole. Just great tackle there by Merriweather to stop.
55 is reporting as eligible. 55.
Yeah, we're going to hear that one before essentially every Blizzard drive. Truett Box, it seems like a sniffer back almost. Great
he
tackle.
plays an interesting role. He's a defensive lineman, but he'll check in on offense and report eligible every once in a while. So Footman will remain the quarterback. He'll take the snap, look left initially. Now he's looking way downfield. B.J. Hill wide open. Touchdown, Blizzard. He lost his defensive counterpart, and Lenore's Footman put it right where it needed to be for the Green Bay legend to make this a much closer game. B.J. Hill to the house.
And B.J. Hill, I saw a couple people pre-game asking why he wasn't playing defense. Blizzard moved him to running back last year with Serge Trezzy.
55 and 79 are eligible. 55 and 79.
Yeah, B.J. Hill switched to a more offensive role last year, and they're going to put him more in a slot receiver type role this year.
Well, clearly it's paying off so far. Here's Barber on for the extra point. 16-13 now as the Rattlers lead. Up and looked like it was good from my angle, and they'll call it good. 16-14 now.
The extra point is good. 14-16 the score.
So yeah, B.J. Hill,
Blizzard fans, Russ Garrett.
he was going from our left to right. He went from kind of a post route. He lost his defender right in the middle of the field, and he took it in for the touchdown to make this one a 16-14 game.
B.J. Hill, who formerly held the record for most all-purpose yards in IFL history, decided to come out of retirement last year. His jersey numbers retired here in Green Bay. They hung a banner back in 2016 that commemorated Hill's legacy, built with the Blizzard through their time in the AF2 and the IFL. He came out of retirement and, as you mentioned, has kind of turned into more of an offensive weapon along with the kick-returning threat. Wasn't able to bring the kick back, so they decided to toss it to him. Did Lenora's Footman and Company, and it worked out just fine. 16-14 now your score, about 1:45 into the second quarter.
Yeah, and as we saw, Billiot, he was the starting quarterback, but I think Lenora's Footman, he's come in here. He's looking pretty good so far. Made some pretty good moves with his feet. He's made some pretty nice throws for touchdowns here in the first half.
So Barber to kick this one off. You mentioned the return game and these weapons, Joey, earlier in the game, and so far they have really come to play. Desmond Epps back to return from Cody Barber's kick. It's low. It'll get tipped and picked up by Epps at the 2-yard line. He'll cut other way midfield, and he's brought down quickly around the 12-yard line. Levi Copeland gets in the way of Epps. A nice tackle by the Blizzard wideout.
Yeah, Levi Copeland, he was with the team last year, decided to come back for another year, and here he is on the tackle here on special teams, a real nice tackle. And here looking at the replay, it could have been another block in the back there if he had decided to take it back a little further.
No doubt. So Roberson having a conversation with Goldman there on the sideline, as you can see.
Joe Powell, he's pumping up the crowd a little bit. He wants some more noise from this Green Bay crowd.
16-14, 12:55 and counting. And here goes Ziemba from under center.
Oh, we got a false start.
Yes, we do.
Left tackle there. Looked like Chris Bowles, maybe. Couldn't quite toughen the number.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Yeah, it was Chris Bowles, the Big Ten man from Illinois. This is his second year in the IFL.
Interesting. There's the flag everybody's talking about in the chat. They want them. They're so used to them, they want them here in this early going. Just a couple of minutes into the second quarter, 16-14 your scores. Ziemba now in shotgun after the 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15. He'll take the snap and look to run up the middle. He's got a couple of blocks and some space. He'll get a solid gain of maybe 7 or 8 before being brought down by Marquez Gallman.
Another great tackle from that guy.
He's been everywhere.
Looked like Deshaun Taylor. He got in the way of one of those blocks there. He probably could have made a play, but the speed of Marquez Goldman was able to get to Ziemba first, and he's going to get the tackle. Bring up a 2nd and 7.
So gain of 8 there on the rush by Ziemba. Solid play. He's under center now again here on 2nd down. He'll fake the handoff and look to throw deep. He finds a target on the sideline to his left, and a solid gain for the first down. That's caught by number 5, Anthony Amos.
Anthony Amos, the AAF talent. Here he is on the sideline. Marquez Goldman. He might have overshot his target there a little bit, but it was Deshaun Taylor, the linebacker here for the Blizzard, who was able to make the play on Anthony Amos this time.
So a fresh set of downs now right around midfield from the Blizzard 24, from Arizona's 24, their own 24, looking to get it over. Here's the pitch to Lally. He'll cut right side. Has a nice little block, but then is wrapped up pretty quickly by, it looked like Jaleel Mathis Ellis for the Blizzard.
I think it was Delger Canty, number 50.
Or excuse me, yes.
Yeah, he tried to cut back, walked right back into Canty's arms. Great wrap up from Canty. Was able to sling him down he gained 6.
He was the only defender in the area. If he would have missed that tackle, I don't know how far Lally could have gone. So nice play by Canty on the defense. Ziemba snap over the middle. It's caught. Harrington is there again. And Goldman there again for the tackle.
Looks like Hill was
And we're gonna be calling Goldman's name all afternoon here for the Green Bay Blizzard. He's making a lot of huge tackles.
He's already up to 4.5 tackles on the afternoon.
Looks like he and Powell are going to have a quick conference with Coach Roberson, also the defensive coordinator. He's still assuming that role from last year with the change in head coach.
He's not scared by two roles, clearly. A nice little pitch to Harrington. Harrington will use the outside wall and get beamed up against it by Jadar Johnson.
Here we go. Yeah, Johnson.
And again, some extracurriculars. These two teams, I don't think they like each other very much.
No, they played against each other 3 times last year. They had a pretty close game. We had a pretty close game early on in the season, but later in the season, it was all Rattlers. Jadar Johnson with the big tackle, the Clemson product.
And that's been the case for Green Bay the last few years. Maybe feeling it early, and then it's just downhill from there, whether it be injuries, coaching fire, lack of talent, or what have you. They're looking to pick up differently than they have in past years, are the Blizzard, and they're right in this one here in the second quarter against one of the top teams in the league. 16-14 Rattlers lead here at the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Alex Stroff alongside Joey Bonadonna. There we go. I've got it. It's a fun last name.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Late push after the play. 17. Defense half the distance. First and goal.
So they will call it on the Blizzard. That's who they'll call it on.
Yeah, it looked like Jadar Johnson, who was instigated a little bit by the Arizona offensive lineman, but what the ref sees is that's who they're going to throw the flag on.
So they'll bring it up to the 3-yard line here. First down and goal. 9.5 remains here in the first half. Ziemba out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, and it'll be a handoff out of a motion to the right sideline and tripped up, and he falls against the first down marker. Is Jamal Miles, the running back / wide receiver, the dual threat option for the Rattlers offense. Comes out of a motion, takes the handoff, and was pushed into the wall, so that'll bring up second down.
It looked like he was tripped up a little bit by Silverberry Muhan. That's another fun name.
Oh, I'm a big fun name guy, Joey.
Yeah.
Silverberry Muhan.
Second down.
So it'll be second down and 4. Looked like he was tripped up. He could have taken it in, but he was tripped up, ran right into the dasher boards, right around where the marker is at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, second and 4. Ziemba out of the shotgun. All wide receivers to his left side. Now cutting in the back of the end zone, overthrown into the promotion tunnel. That's where members and interns of the Green Bay Blizzard hang out in between plays. And looks like Joe Carlson will get a souvenir. That's the Blizzard's ticket sales manager who we see down there.
Yeah, and as you see on the replay here, it looked like Amos, he tried to go up for it, maybe tried coming down with it in the promotional tunnel.
It looks like somebody got an Under Armour t-shirt, I see.
It's a little too high on the delivery from Ziemba.
So from the 4-yard line, third down and 4 to go for the Rattlers, rather. It looks like a timeout was taken.
Yeah, Arizona is going to call timeout here.
They need to think about it.
First timeout, Arizona.
8 minutes, 5 seconds remain here in the first half. It's third down and 4 to go for Arizona. And they will get the ball in the second half. So both defensively for Green Bay, they need to make a stand. But for offensively for Arizona to bust this thing wide open would be a big score here before receiving the ball in the second half.
Yeah, and Green Bay, they've been playing some pretty stifling defense compared to previous years. Some pretty good tackling. And they had a pretty good goal line stand on the Rattlers' first drive of the season when they forced that fumble from the 1-yard line, and they ended up forcing a fumble. So let's see if they can get another goal line stand here on a 3rd and goal from the 4. Excuse me.
Blizzard need one more touchdown this quarter to make that happen.
So 16-14 your score as we deal with a little Arizona preparation. And now the teams will break tunnel as you're staring at all the Green Bay fans in attendance today. Despite the poor weather conditions, they're out supporting their Green Bay Blizzard here in the season opener. Ziemba in a lone shotgun. And there he is again. Oh, it's a fake, and Ziemba will rush it in. He even faked me out. I'll admit it. Jamal Miles came out of the motion, and we have an injured Blizzard.
Joe Powell, the injured Blizzard.
But he's back right up.
Oh, he's got to go out.
For the extra point.
They called. They stopped the clock for him.
So he'll have to go off the field.
The ref's talking to Coach Roberson. They're going to have to send him off. Shouldn't be too much of a problem unless they decide to.
Well, Powell was the one that went after Miles on the fake that even faked me out. Ziemba took it right up the middle.
Yeah, really good read option here. And as we saw last night with the Nebraska Danger, who the Blizzard play next week on Friday, they run that read option a lot with Tommy Armstrong. And I think the Blizzard need to. This is a good test for them if they're going to get ready for that read option next week with Tommy Armstrong, the former Nebraska Husker product.
So Powell is up and good. He's over on the Blizzard sideline. Camacho's kick is up, and it looked good, but it's hard to tell without a net.
And they're going to look good.
All right, there it is. So 23-14 rather, is now your score. The Rattlers take a 9-point lead back, which they had earlier in the game. Blizzard, again, they do not receive. The Arizona receives in the second half. Arizona receives in the second half, as I was saying. And so that'll make it kind of interesting to see what the Blizzard do. They might have 2 offensive possessions still left this half. Obviously, it's only a 50-yard field. It's a higher-scoring league.
It's actually a relatively low-scoring game for at this point in the game and indoor game in the indoor leagues.
Well, we had a pair of turnovers to start the game, which I imagine is probably rare in the IFL.
Yeah, some pretty big defense here to start the game. Oh, and I don't know if you've watched this.
A little frisbee toss.
Before last year, they used to do a pizza toss where they toss actual pizzas into the. I
remember they used to fly rubber chickens. Do they still do that?
I don't think they do that one anymore.
I know they do that for the Green Bay Phoenix men's basketball team, which also plays in this arena.
Yeah,
they got slingshots and they do rubber chickens into carts. Yeah,
they used to do the real frozen pizzas.
Wow.
But there was one time where one of them just busted open right on the field. Cheese everywhere.
That's good.
So now they're doing the frisbees.
Interesting little promotional facts for you, courtesy of Joey. 23-14 your score. 7:45 remains in the first half. Opening week for IFL action. Some other scores in the IFL. On Friday, San Diego fell to Quad Cities in their IFL opener 67-49. Nebraska knocked off Bismarck yesterday 66-44. And Sioux Falls came out on top on the road over Cedar Rapids 47-44 with the last second field goal by Miles Bergner as time expired. So those are your scores this weekend.
And Cedar Rapids was in that game for a long time. They were looking to knock off the Sioux Falls Storm. They were in the United Bowl last year, but just came up short. Definitely a promising look for the Cedar Rapids River Kings. Now, they used to be the Cedar Rapids Titans, but they
changed it up, huh?
They rebranded this offseason. They're the Cedar Rapids River Kings now, and they almost came up on top in their home debut as the River Kings.
Are they playing Deal or No Deal music in this arena right now? What's this from? This sounds very familiar.
I don't know.
I think this is from the show Deal or No Deal. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me in the chat if you can hear it. Yes. Sounds like the Deal or No Deal theme music, I believe. I could be wrong. If it's something else, I could be wrong. But I recognize this. Anyway, back to the action on the field. Camacho setting up his kick. B.J. Hill back to receive for the Blizzard. Blizzard working from our left to our right. Rattlers from our right to our left, as you just saw a touchdown.
Camacho is another fun last name, as we were talking about earlier.
Yes, it is. No doubt about that. So here's the kick. It's up and away. No scoreboard hit this time around. He'll take it just inside the end zone, Will Hill. And he'll look left side. A lot of Rattlers there, a lot of orange helmets there, and he will be taken out at the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier takes it out to about 9-yard line. Blizzard take over first.
And you usually see B.J. Hill break off these big ones. They've done a pretty good job to contain B.J. Hill on these returns.
Yes, they have. And he has not been able to break free quite yet. Epps did once for the Rattlers, but that was called back due to a penalty, yeah.
Yeah, he was close to getting another one. He got tripped up by Cody Barber, I think. He was the last man to beat. And then that one also got called back.
55 is eligible. 55 is eligible.
Yeah, and we're going to hear that announcement from the referee this afternoon very often, as Truett Box has been reporting eligible as a sort of tight end kind of look. Oh, it looks like he's lining up kind of in a receiver spot, but most likely he'll just be blocking.
And you are exactly right. There's the pitch to Hill. Hill's going to look to throw it, but he'll end up keeping it as he rushes up the sideline for a little gain.
B.J. Hill, a little trickeration there. B.J. Hill, there's a pitch out to the left. Looked like he was going to try and throw it, but the Arizona defense was closing on him quickly, decided to use that speed and try and pick up some yards. Picked up about 3 on that one. So now it'll be 2nd and 7 from about the 12-yard line.
So you go B.J. Hill with the gain. I'm being corrected. I called it a burgundy earlier. Apparently it's a copper helmet. So we're going with copper from now on. No more orange. I apologize to whoever said that in the chat. Here's Lenore's footman. He'll get the snap and drop back. He looks right side. He's got Copeland. Copeland will run it up the sideline. And really won't get a ton of a gain, maybe a yard for the Blizzard here as we go to 3rd down.
Picks up a few, 3rd down.
And here on the replay, Lenore's footman. There wasn't really anyone close to Copeland out of the backfield, but they closed quickly. And here we've seen a lot of quickness here from this Rattler defense. They have closed in on a lot of ball carriers for the Blizzard here in this first half.
Yes, definitely.
Very quick defense.
No doubt about it. Here we go with motion and the snap. Footman going to keep it. He's got space up the right sideline. He's got the first down, and he'll slow down at the wall as Alan Chapman approaches him. But Footman going to give the Blizzard a fresh set of downs as they're down 9 points. They definitely needed it.
Yeah, 5:45 remaining. They want as many points as they can. If they want to stay in this game as long as possible with the Arizona Rattlers, and they have. This game has not gotten over a 2-possession game. We've seen good rebound from this Blizzard team.
Definitely.
In week 1 here
so
against
far,
the Rattlers.
So far, so good. 55 back in the game is box. He gives an extra block for Footman. He throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Nice catch all the way. Stayed with it. That was a very impressive catch for none other than Keeslow Smith.
And Keeslow Smith.
And he was tightly guarded. I mean, that was a tight window. A nice throw by Footman, and Keeslow, he stayed with it.
Yeah, great tackle by I couldn't quite tell who that
It looked like Dylan Winfrey was there, number 15, and it was him. He plays both defensive back and wide receiver.
It looks like from the roster I'm seeing right here, but Keeslow Smith definitely a breakout receiver for the Blizzard.
And Footman looked his direction again. He breaks a couple of tackles. That one he will not. He'll be wrapped up in or behind midfield. And they will lose basically everything they gained on first down.
So we'll have about, the 3rd and 10, right back at around the 23. Footman, he worked left, worked right, and he got wrapped up by Alan Chapman. Those two were jawing earlier. I didn't mention it, but we're going to see a lot of jawing back and forth between these two teams. So this is only, what?
This is only the beginning. We're not even halfway through yet.
Yeah, we're only 26 minutes into this game, and we've seen a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness.
So Lenore's Footman still taking over here at quarterback for the Blizzard. So far, so good. He'll drop back, look deep. He's got B.J. Hill again. Oh, it went through his arms. They had a touchdown. Oh, but right as he had some extra pressure from Alan Chapman, B.J. Hill could not come up with it. A beautifully placed pass by Footman, as you're seeing right now, through the arms of Hill, right as Chapman got over there. Oh, beautiful pass by Lenore's Footman there on 3rd down.
It looks like Cody Barber is going to come on to attempt about where are they going to hold this one? They're going to hold this one right around the 15-yard line. So this one's going to be close to about 40 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, a quick math, it's going to be kicked from the 15. 15 to 25 is 10, so that would be what? That would be 35 plus 8. So we're looking at about a 43-yarder. Good math.
43-yarder.
Good math.
He had a 50 in warm-ups.
No defense in warm-ups, though. Let's see how he handles the 43-yarder from the opposite 15. Here's the snap. It's high but fielded. Barber's kick is up, and that's definitely going to be short. It's caught right at the back of the end zone. And here comes an extra return up past the 15 and eventually dragged down at about the 17. Number 15 again, Dylan Winfrey.
Yeah, Dylan Winfrey, he had some pretty good tackles on that last drive for the Rattlers defense, and here he is. He got a pretty big return back to about the 18, or the 17 of the Arizona Rattlers. And maybe an opportunity for the Rattlers
to really bust this thing open.
Yeah,
I mean, they could double up. They can double up the Blizzard's points on this possession.
Yeah, as we were talking earlier about how the Blizzard had stayed in this game pretty long, here's an opportunity for the Arizona Rattlers to bust this one open and maybe have a 16-point advantage for the Arizona Rattlers.
So we'll see. Jeff Ziemba will line up under center.
Not seen Verlon Reed tonight.
Not on the field. He's not. I imagine he will be at some point. He's too good of a talent. Anyway, there's the throw, left side. It's complete, almost for a first down. Ball came on after the fact. I believe that was late. It was to Jamal Miles. It looks like a gain of about 9 overall.
They're going to rule it an 8-yard gain.
8-yard gain.
Second and 2.
As we're approaching the 2-minute marker here in the first half. So the Rattlers will look to hurry up. Obviously, a constant running clock in the IFL. Unless a timeout is called, of course.
And then we're going to hit the 1-minute warning here in 60 seconds, which then we go into college timing rules. Stop clocked after first downs and scores and incomplete passes.
Ziemba will keep it, but he has nowhere to go. He's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Kevin Austin makes the stop.
It looked like
Kevin Austin.
Kevin Austin.
No gain, third down.
Nice play by the Blizzard defensive front containing Ziemba. As obviously, as we mentioned, they're kind of in a hurry-up mode here now. Third down from midfield. Looking to get another touchdown on the board are the Rattlers before halftime, as they will return, or rather they will receive the opening half kickoff.
And here's the third and 2. Maybe they can get another stop here.
Ziemba out of the shotgun. Couple targets behind him. Here's some motion. It'll be a pitch. And he's brought down short. Well done by Powell. Jamal Miles, a guy who they've been trying to incorporate into some offensive schemes, have the Rattlers here early in this one. Got a pitch there, and he was dragged down for a loss of about 1 by Joe Powell as we hit the 1-minute warning.
1-minute warning.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew it was coming, and it still scared me.
Yeah.
It's time for
So we are at 1 minute. 23-14 your score, and it's 4th and 3 when we return for the Rattlers right at midfield.
And it looks like we have potential for them to go for it here on a 4th and 3.
Desmond Epps is still on the field. Jeff Ziemba is still on the field. I imagine they're going to.
They have not changed. They have not brought out Jimmy Camacho yet. Jeff Ziemba is still out there at quarterback. It looks like they're going to go for it here on a 4th and 3. Can the Blizzard defense hold up strong yet again? They made these short, they made these short stops pretty easily here early on in the first half.
Here in section 210, row O. Section 210, row O. You're in the game with Roxy's.
It's like we're coming back to action. Both teams breaking huddle.
60 seconds. You win from Roxy's.
So they are going to go for it.
It looked like they might have brought out Camacho. They dropped the dasher board. They opened the entrance, but they closed it up. Here they are. They're going to go for it here on a 4th and 3.
So a big 4th down for both teams. Here come the Rattlers. Ziemba out of the shotgun. He's going to look to throw. Heavy pressure over the middle of the lolly. It's caught right in front of the first down marker. It looks like they will get the first down.
And clock stops at 54.6.
Jadar Johnson was right there with Lally.
It's a pretty big hit laid on by the Clemson product. National champion.
Yes.
With the Clemson Tigers.
So Jabri Lally, the running back, with a big 4th down reception. And here we go. Clock is running. Here's the snap. Ziemba hands it off to Lale with a little hop and some space over the 15-yard line now, and that's where he's taken down.
Clock's still running under 35 seconds go. And here let's see on the replay here. Looked like he hurdled over his own man. Silverberry Muhan,
and he did, yes.
He decked that left tackle. He hurdled over his own man, picked up some good yards. And here we go on the next play.
And
we're going to have a
quick toss and a lot of flags. Harrington was called, or caught it rather. And a call will be.
Looked like a horse collar on Deshaun Taylor, the linebacker from South Carolina State.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Definitely.
Number 34. Half the distance. Foul would be first and goal.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Definitely obvious as I was just watching the replay. So 16 flat is what they have on the board. 16 seconds flat. It's 23-14. The Rattlers lead and they receive here in the second half. So what they decide to do in these last 16 seconds will be interesting to see from a strategy standpoint, as Kevin Guy, one of the brightest football minds, if not the brightest football mind in the Indoor Football League. We'll see what he and his Rattlers do here as they're inside the 10-yard line. Well, really, they're only 6 yards out. It was inside the 5-yard line here with 16 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, and as Alex was talking about Kevin Guy.
Arizona, as the option of the offending team, has chosen to start the clock on the snap, under 1 minute rule. First to go.
So it looks like they are going to keep the clock rolling just in case they don't score. They want to keep the clock rolling so Green Bay doesn't have an opportunity to get the ball back.
Here's the snap for Ziemba over the middle, picked off. Goldman there again, and he's going to try to take it out of the end zone. The ref just got ran into a hurdle, and he stays on his feet up to the 15-yard line. 6-3 remains on the clock. Marquez Goldman has been absolutely pricelessly valuable for this Blizzard team in the first half.
They picked that one off in the end zone. Marquez Goldman.
How about that hurdle?
The PA announcer here, he thought it was B.J. Hill. B.J. Hill's not back there anymore. We got a new look. Marquez Goldman, I thought he was going to take a knee, but no, he wanted more. He hurdles Jeff Ziemba coming to tackle him.
Wow.
Looks like they're going to have one last effort for the end zone. Looks like.
So Footman will come in. B.J. Hill's out there. They have the speed of him. They have the speed of Copeland. Levi Copeland, the wideout's also out there.
First time out, Green Bay.
Keyslow Smith also out there. But yes, they will rock a timeout. They need a second. They need to make sure they draw up a solid play with 6-3 on the clock.
Yeah, offensive coordinator, Coach Mogs, we like to call him here in Green Bay. It looked like he came over and called a timeout the moment he stepped on the field. And they're going to have 6.3 secones to drive almost the length of the field. They're going to go from the 10, hopefully the goal line, if they're looking to score here.
Here you go. Happy birthday, Shulman, Rory, Trey, Blake, up on your screen. They're at the game this afternoon. Happy birthday to them, all under the age of 12. The good old days.
Trey Roberson, I believe that is Coach Corey Roberson's son.
Well, happy birthday to Coach's son.
I might be mistaken. It might just be another guy last name Roberson, but.
Well, even if it's not, tell his long-lost relative to get him a.
Number 55 is eligible. 55.
Assuming he's a Blizzard fan. 55's eligible.
55's eligible.
The folks in the YouTube chat, they know what to do with that. So here we go. One final play for the Blizzard offense. 6.3 on the clock. They trail by 9 here in the first half. Lenoris Footman's all by himself there in shotgun. 4 offensive linemen to block 3 guys. They're going to give him that time. He looks over the middle, finds B.J. Hill deep. It's caught, but he hit the wall. B.J. Hill wants a touchdown.
He was a couple inches short.
Wow,
Are they going to give him time? They might give him time because if he was stopped, they might give him enough time to.
The referees are discussing just that. I think they're going to call the half as Arizona's players start running off the field. Levi Copeland, you're not able to see this right now as we're showing a replay, but he just pointed at his arm like he was tapping a watch to the referees. He wants times. Here's the official call.
On the field is a catch out of bounds at the 1. We will review whether there was any time left on the clock or not after the catch.
Yeah, there we go, exactly.
The previous play is under review.
Welcome to 2019, the IFL official review time.
Yes, they're going to review, and if there is any time left on the clock, we of course can't see from our replay as it was on. You know, normally when you see on the NFL broadcast, you'll see like a little clock when they're going to review the time left. It looked like, in my opinion, there was maybe half a second left, maybe enough time to score right here before the half with 1 second or with 1 yard to go.
That would make this a very interesting game. That would only make it a 3-point game, or rather a 2-point game with a touchdown.
Or if they want to go for the field goal, they could make it a 23-17 game.
Right, make it a 6-point game, still only a score away, depending on what they decide. It looks like their offense is still out there. Footman's in the huddle, Copeland's in the huddle, B.J. Hill's in the huddle. I think the Blizzard offense is going to go for
knowing
it.
Coach Roberson, he's going to go with an aggressive look here. He's going to try and go for the score.
And the referee has his mic on. Let's listen in.
After review, there is no visual of the clock on the replay. Therefore, the half is over.
Wow.
The
Blizzard faithful not happy with that.
Upset.
Blizzard faithful not happy with that. Wow.
Trying to get an explanation.
Yeah, Corey Roberson really talking with the referees.
But they call half. They could not see the scoreboard or the clock.
Corey Roberson is pointing at the scoreboard right above the midfield. 2 referees are going to go to the locker room. 3 are staying and listening.
The Rattlers bench, they've gone to the locker room. No one on the Blizzard bench has left. But this was definitely a very exciting half.
No doubt about it. 23-14 is our halftime score. We'll be back in about 15 minutes to run over some halftime statistics. Until then, enjoy your halftime presentation here at the Rush Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. 23-14 Arizona Rattlers lead the Green Bay Blizzard Week 1 of the Indoor Football League, live on YouTube.
See what we got here. See if we got some winners tonight. All right, we'll start with sports clips.
Hey everybody, I want to make your life 3% better. Open up a checking account at Nicolay National Bank and earn 3% cash back on purchases up to $300. Why not make money when you're spending money? Nicolay National Bank.
At Aurora Baycare, we're making big strides, like pioneering orthopedic surgeries and advanced rehabilitation programs to help speed recovery, moving orthopedic medicine forward so you can get back to living and loving life. Aurora Baycare Medical Center.
Better Light is made with barley, water, hops, hop extract, corn syrup. Bud Light was made with malt, rice, water, hops, and no corn syrup.
Hey, someone whispering beer ingredients in there.
Halftime from the Rest Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Rattlers lead 23-14 over the home team, the Green Bay Blizzard, in Week 1 of Indoor Football League action. Here to bring you the second half, I'm Alex Strofe alongside Joey Bonadonna as we are looking to see if this one can get even better than it's already been in the first half. It looked like B.J. Hill might have had a touchdown right as the time expired in the first half, but they called him out at the 1-yard line and said that time expired. Though we don't know if that part's true. That's what they said, and that's how it'll stay in the history books. Nonetheless, 23-14 your score as we get ready for second half action. The field is being cleared of all the mini footballs that were thrown. And until then, the Rattlers are getting warmed up to our left, and the Blizzard's still in their locker room here with 2.5 left on the game clock here at halftime.
All right, so in the first half, it's a relatively low-scoring game. You normally see like 30, Well, last night we saw Cedar Rapids and Sioux Falls. They both put up 30-plus in the first half.
But then it was a low-scoring second half because the final was 47-44.
Second half. Nebraska almost put up. They put up 40-some in the first half against Bismarck. And here we are, both teams below 25 points. It is a relatively low-scoring game for indoor football. Yeah, so here we check out the stats. We went over the first quarter. The first half stats, Jeff Ziemba, 10 for 13 with 1 interception, 97 yards and a touchdown. Lenore's Footman, he checked in 5 for 7, 98 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked once. Jeff Ziemba was not sacked at all in the first half. So it looks like Lenore's Footman, he's been putting on a show so far, coming in.
So far, so good for Footman.
For Justin Billiot, he is the leading passer in today's game.
Yeah, Billiot only got 1 possession, and then it was on to Lenore's Footman. And he's definitely placed the ball well. We saw that right at the end of the first half when he tossed a solid one to B.J. Hill that, like we mentioned, was ruled out of bounds. But nonetheless, so far, so good for Footman as the Blizzard get ready to come back out onto the field as they're heading out of their tunnel now, about a minute 15 on the halftime game clock, so they'll get a little stretching in, and then they'll get back to work as they trail 23-14. Arizona to receive the second half kickoff, and they could really pounce on this lead, if you will, Joey, right here, right at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, they have a 9-point lead. Blizzard had a chance to, well, let's go back even further. The Rattlers had a chance to make that lead even bigger. Marquez Goldman ended up with an interception. He took that one out to the 10. He hurdled over Jeff Ziemba, and then there at the end of the first half, Lenore's Footman completed a long pass to B.J. Hill, did not end up in the end zone, ended up right around potentially the 6-inch line. But here we are, under 30 seconds to go until we're back to Blizzard Rattlers football.
And it should be a good one indeed, Joey, here in the second half. 23-14, that's a close ball game. It could potentially be even closer, but again, nonetheless, I mean, it is still a close ball game. The Blizzard have had 2 turnovers. They've forced 2 turnovers, rather. So if they need to do it again here, now would be the time to get their third. Definitely. As Cody Barber and company heading onto the field for the second half kickoff. Some more stretching going on, but the halftime clock has come to an end. A little local news here if you're listening, Wisconsin. 100-car pileup on Highway 41 near Winnebago County. So if you're out there, please stay safe in these wintry conditions. It is not nice out. I drove back from Madison last night, and that was not a fun drive. So I will be holding off on my hike back to Stevens Point until tomorrow because not nice out, and that shows. So yeah. If you're out driving here in the state of Wisconsin or really anywhere, a lot of wintry mixture picking up all over the ports of the U.S. Stay safe out there, my friends. We're getting ready for second half action. 23-14 your score. Arizona Rattlers lead the Green Bay Blizzard. And it looks like the Rattlers are set.
It's like Coach Manos, the offensive line coach. He's just clearing the air with his special teams unit.
Right.
And we'll be ready to kick off here in a couple seconds here.
Last second meeting, but Arizona in their copper helmets are ready to go. And there's our video stream. We're back up and running. Good to see, good to see. Let's get to it. Second half action, opening week of the Indoor Football League. The Green Bay Blizzard, Cody Barber, will be kicking off. So here's sweep the leg playing to Desmond Epps. And here we go. Kick is up and away. It's low. And Epps will kind of jump in the air and catch it over the back of his head. He'll take it out of the end zone. Past the 10 now, left side. 15, 20, cuts back inside. Still not brought down, but he's finally tackled at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, tackle was made by Jadar Johnson. He is a very hard-hitting safety from Clemson, as we mentioned earlier. When Jadar Johnson has an opportunity to hit you, he is going to hit you hard. And as we saw there, Jadar Johnson, he almost lifted up Desmond Epps and threw him to the ground.
Yeah, nice tackle there by the Clemson product indeed. So the Rattlers will go to work. And in the game is Verlin Reed Jr. at quarterback for the Rattlers. He'll hand it off, though, right away to Jabri Lale. Quick gain. So it looks like we do have a little bit of a quarterback contest potentially, or now it's Verlin Reed's turn because of the late interception Jeff Ziemba threw at the end of the first half. So interesting. We said in the first half he's too good to not be playing at all, and here he is in the game. Verlin Reed at quarterback now, formerly of Ohio State University. He's in the shotgun. Lally next to him. It looks like we had some motion at the line, but they're going to let the play run. Reed up the left side, and he's hit about right at midfield.
Yeah, it looks like this one's going to be on the defense. If it was a false start, they probably would have called it dead at the snap. Let's wait for the official confirmation.
Illegal defense. Number 50, not in a three-point stance at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Yeah, there we go. It's going to be a illegal defense here on number 50, Deltrick Canty. It's a different rule here in the IFL.
Correction, it is second down. Second down.
There's some guidelines you have to follow here on defense.
Right.
So that's a penalty on Deltrick Canty for not being in a three-point stance.
So 2nd and 5 for Verlin Reed. He'll drop back, looks over the middle. He's got time. Now a little bit of pressure from box, but still some time. And he finally gets rid of it to Epps. He hit the wall as he caught it, and they're going to call him down, but he would have had time to take that to the house. But rules are rules, and he is down. Good for a first down, though, nonetheless. Verlin Reed took his time and found Desmond Epps.
Yeah, and Verlin Reed, he showed a lot of poise. So has Jeff Ziemba. It's definitely going to be a tough contest here for their quarterback battle here in Arizona. Definitely. And, of course, we see Desmond Epps. If he had an opportunity to take that one back, that's just great speed from Desmond Epps. He's just
no doubt about it.
Very quick. Very
and
athletic.
Here it goes, right to Mile. Oh, no, it's a fake again. It worked last time on me. It works again. He brought it up the right side, but he was called down at roughly the 5-yard line, it looks like. Did Verlin Reed. Oh, now a touchdown called.
Oh, but there is a flag down in the offensive backfield.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, very confusing times.
Illegal formation, number 21 on the offense. The stationary receiver was lined up at 2 yards. By rule, he needs to be 3 yards outside of the guard. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, there you have it.
So there's another score.
So no touchdown.
Wiped off the board. Let's see. No, there was not a replay that we could see. But a big run by Verlin Reed called back on an illegal formation on Arizona.
So make that 1st and 15 now as Verlin Reed is in the shotgun. He's got 2 targets to each side. He'll take the snap, look right over the middle, and he's got a fresh catch by Harrington. Looks like a gain of about 7 is what they'll rule it.
Marquez Goldman on the tackle. There he is again. A very big tackle.
He's been huge. So the gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 8 now to Harrington. Harrington's played a very solid role. Not maybe the top guy for Arizona so far in this game, but he's definitely come and had some crucial moments, just like that one, a gain of 7 here on after following a penalty. So that makes it 2nd and 8 now. 23-14 Arizona leads. Here's the snap to Reed. He looks over the middle. Heavy pressure. He's able to escape it, and he'll keep the ball roll left, and it'll still be a loss for about 4. A lot of pressure from that Green Bay defense. Well done once Verlin Reed was able to escape the arms of one of their big guys that got back there. But the rest of the Blizzard pounced, and they were able to take him down for a loss and make it 3rd and 11 as they trail by 9.
It looked like it was Silverberry Muhan, number 92. Number 92, if you're a football fan, you know that's a pretty big number here in Green Bay. Reggie White coming off the edge. He showed very good a very good blitz and pressure off the left side, blind side, but Verlin Reed was able to escape.
So Isaiah Brown, the cornerback, left side. It looks like he'll be stuck between two guys, but Verlin Reed's going to keep it anyway. He calls for a block, and he's brought down short of the first down, but almost to the 10-yard line. It will make it about 4th and 3. Verlin Reed directing traffic and his offense for a big gain.
Hey, let's see here on the replay. He had a lot of time in the pocket. He stepped up. Good hold made by his offensive lineman. Directed traffic. Desmond Epps able to make a block, but he was just short by about 4 yards, and it looks like they're going to go for it yet again.
They will go for it. The Green Bay Blizzard offense has definitely been inconsistent this game, to say the least. So they're going to press their luck, are the Rattlers, as the rush center getting loud in support of their defense.
Let's see if they can
4th
get
and 4
another stop.
from the 13-yard line. Verlin Reed all by himself back there. He takes the snap, looks over the middle, heavy pressure. The ankle was picked. He's still got space and time up the right sideline. A hurdle for a touchdown. What a play by Verlin Reed there at the end. A hurdle. It looked like it was over Powell, I believe, for a touchdown. Well done by the veteran quarterback.
It almost looked like he was going to go over the dasher boards for a second there. But yeah, he hurdled over a lot of big blocks made by Arizona. See there by Lally. Hurdles over a man from almost like the 5-yard line all the way to the end zone. That was a very big leap.
Athleticism, as we're aware that Verlin Reed has, he just put it on display for a Rattlers touchdown. Now Camacho on the hold by Harrington. He will attempt the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So that'll make it a 30-14 game in favor of the 2017 IFL champions.
So, we were talking about earlier how this game hadn't been over a 2-possession lead. It's still a 2-possession game.
Promotional timeout.
Green Bay, they're going to need a score here if they want to stay in it. It is a 15-point game.
Good afternoon,
Oh, yeah.
fan. How you doing? Yeah, let's do it. Make some noise.
So they still need a 2-point conversion if they want to keep this a 2-possession game, which they have to. You can't let this get out of hand. Obviously, the Rattlers aren't an easy team to come back on.
Right.
And the Blizzard
Exactly.
trying to stay on it.
And you can become a contestant. Like
And
Mason.
how
Make some
hot
noise.
Lenore's Footman has been in this game. He's definitely brought this Blizzard offense some life after a slow couple first drives under Justin Billiot.
Right.
Yeah, he made some pretty big plays out at Alcord State. Played in the Celebration Bowl, I believe is the name of the bowl of the HBCU colleges. I believe that was back in 2016. He played in the same game as Bears running back Tariq Cohen. It was a lot of big explosive plays being traded back and forth between Lenore's Footman and then North Carolina A&T running back Tariq Cohen. I remember watching that game. Oh, look at this guy. He's like,
He could get signed.
oh, Bruiser tackles him.
Bruiser, what are you doing? He's got one more here.
He's got one more, ladies and gentlemen.
He's going to go from
To make it
the
perfect for
15.
the 15. Let's do it, Mason. Give it up.
Oh, imagine if he makes this. He's drilled the last two. And he made it. Wow. Look at that. 3 straight field goals. Look at that.
We might want to have him go talk to Coach Roberson after today's game. Hey, Blizzard fans, remember the merchandise stand outside Section 202 will be closing at the end of the third quarter of today's game. However, merchandise will be available for sale in the south end zone after today's game.
Well, back to work for the Green Bay Blizzards. They are set to receive this kick, moving from our right to our left. Following a solid run by Verlin Reed Jr., the quarterback
Arizona's
of the
score
Arizona
should be
Rattlers.
30, not 29. Please make that change. Clock operator.
So I
Thank you.
wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
I thought they missed that.
I thought it was a 30-14 game. So it is a
Here's the kick from Camacho. It's up. Past the scoreboard, and it will be returned by B.J. Hill. He'll bring it up the middle, and he's brought down at the 3-yard line. Nowhere to go for B.J. Hill. Right there for Arizona, number 27, Devin Cockrell. A nice play by Cockrell, formerly of UTEP.
If I'm not mistaken, that is Aaron Jones' alma mater.
Yes.
So here we go. Blizzard offense hoping to get some points on the board. They are at their own 3.
So Footman will be in the shotgun. Lined up next to him is Kamal Cass. First we've seen of the big running back this game from Eastern New Mexico University. So here's the snap to Footman. Cass will drop into a blocker, and Footman will use his feet. He's past the 10 and he slides. He gets the ball to maybe 10.5 or the 11, just a few yards shy of a first down. Footman using his feet, no pun intended, often and well so far in this game since he's come in to replace Justin Billiot.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to make a move on that Arizona linebacker, but he lost his footing. And that was the last Arizona defender in the area. He probably could have made a big run off of that from all the way in his own end zone.
2nd and 2 for Footman after the 8-yard rush. He'll take it out of the snap and fake it to Cass. He'll keep it and again run. A nice little juke gets him past the 16 and 17-yard lines. He's brought down at either the 18 or the 19. Depends where they mark it. Looks like they'll mark it at the 18. Another nice run by the quarterback, Lenoris Footman.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot from him so far in this game. If I'm not mistaken, he is the Blizzard's leading rusher.
Yeah, so far he is in this one. He has definitely been huge from the rushing end, has Footman. He had 37 in the first half.
And then tack on about 15 more?
Roughly. Cass has yet to have a carry. Footman over the middle to B.J. Hill. It's overthrown and dropped by Chapman, the deep safety for Arizona. Can't hang on to that one as Footman overthrew his target, B.J. Hill.
And Alan Chapman, he normally doesn't drop too many like those. It was right there for him, overthrown just through his fingertips. That would have been a huge turnover by Arizona.
So back to it for the Blizzard now, 2nd and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Footman and Cass once again deep from the shotgun. Cha-cha real smooth, as we're talking about in the chat. Little Cupid shuffle action. Here's a snap. It's dropped, but he is able to pick it up, and he'll run with it again to midfield and pushed out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. He was unable to handle the snap, but quickly grabbed it from the ground, scooped it up, and ran with it.
It looked like it maybe could have been Cass's first attempt.
I think
it was Hill.
It was B.J. Hill, yeah. It was going to be a flip, but he dropped it off the snap. Did Footman. He picks it up and runs with it. So that makes it about 3rd and 3 right from midfield. Snap to Footman. It's given off to Cass, his first carry of the game, and there's nowhere to go. A loss of 2 is where he's dropped. Makes it 4th and 5.
And it makes you wonder, if you're down by 16, you want to go for it. And I think Mogs is going to do just that. And it's a 4th and 5 from just behind the midfield marker.
Yes, indeed, and they have to go for it. They're down 16, you might as well. So Lenoris Footman out of the shotgun, Cass to his right. 3 wideouts to his left, and there's the motion. Snap is dropped again, and Footman keeps it. He's good for the first down, cuts toward the middle of the field, gets a block, and he's good within the Arizona 10-yard line.
And big playmaking abilities from Lenoris Footman. He's made something out of nothing a lot on this drive with his feet. And he has been able to take off running, make a couple moves. And now here are the Blizzard coming from a 4th and 4. They're knocking on the Rattlers goal line from the Arizona 5-yard line.
So Footman is just making the most of what he can so far, and it's working out since he's coming to this one for Green Bay. Now from the Arizona 5-yard line, he'll take the snap, throw it up to Copeland. It was tipped and eventually dropped. Looked like we had some maybe pass interference as Copeland, that's what he wants. Nothing was called, everything clean. That'll make it 2nd and goal.
He wanted that flag before the ball was even thrown. He was being grabbed pretty aggressively there in the end zone. No flag thrown, however.
So that makes it 2nd and 5. Here in the third quarter, we're 10 minutes in. It's a 30-14 game. Arizona leads. The Blizzard need a score here, and they need one, well, not necessarily quick, but they definitely need a touchdown. They can't settle for a field goal. Footman snap, hands it off to Cass. Cass bounces off a defender, but eventually pushed to the sideline at about the 6-yard line, maybe a loss of 1. Fondle not happy with the defenders of that one as Cass kind of made a weird landing as he was pushed to the sideline.
Yeah, he was pushed almost over the dashboards. That was a pretty hard hit. A loss of 1. And Cass ends up almost over the dashboards. Let's see here on a 3rd and goal from the 6.
So here we go from the 6. Appreciating all the communication in the chat as we get a timeout. I won't read all of them out, but.
First timeout, Green Bay.
So Green Bay has to reevaluate what's going to happen. 3rd and 6 from their 6. As the Blizzard take their first time out of the second half. 3:51 remains as the Rattlers lead by 16. Green Bay definitely looking to change up what they've had in the past. You know, this has been a 2 or 3 win team basically the last 5 seasons. So they're definitely looking to capitalize on some new talent, a new coaching staff, and same arena, same fans, but definitely want to capitalize on some new talent.
Yeah, and as we've seen so far, they have definitely, I mean, I've been saying this all game, they have stayed in this game very long, and even though they're gonna have a tough stretch the first 3 games of the season, they have Arizona, Nebraska and Tommy Armstrong, and they're gonna have Iowa, the defending United Bowl champions.
Indeed, they will. Definitely a tough schedule in the IFL. Lenore's Footman with the shotgun snap. Cass is going to block. Lots of pressure. He's able to escape, but he's far back. Tosses it end zone, and it's high as a wideout went flying into the stands. I believe that was B.J. Hill.
I think that was B.J. He's got some hops.
And he's still not up. And it was B.J. Hill.
I think he's looking to see if everyone's okay.
And he hops back into the field of play. That was interesting.
Yeah, we saw him make a big leap last year against Cedar Rapids. He hurdled a man almost to the 10. I think to field goal here with about 3 minutes left in the fourth.
55 and 79 are eligible. 55 and 79.
So they're going to go with the field goal. Interesting. Barber on. About a 23-yard attempt. Oh, and it's a fake. Copeland will take it. He's looking to throw the other way, and he's tackled.
Wow.
Maybe not the best decision there, as they will, instead of getting 3, get nothing, and this is still a 16-point ball game.
And I think Copeland, he started taking off too early before he even got the snap. Let's see if we're going to get a replay.
Promotional timeout.
Well, it appears as if we have found Joe. So let's see if you can choose the winner with Dr. Pepper and Sun-Dry. Joe.
So
I see cans. That's I see people dressed up as cans. Interesting. 30-14 is your score. The Rattlers lead. The Blizzard just attempted a fake field goal from the 15-yard line. That didn't work in their favor as Levi Copeland was tackled. And now the Rattlers will get the ball back. Interesting.
The Blizzard defense, maybe they can get another stop and maybe keep their offense in this one. A turnover would be great for them. They had 2 in the first half. I think getting another one here would be great for their defense right now.
Definitely. I need to figure out what the deal with these cans are. You just run around somebody and run back to the end zone? Sundrop wins by a mile. All right, foot race. No, B.J. Hill is not hurt. I'm reading that in the chat. He's not hurt. He just jumped over the wall. He's good.
Yeah, he was just sticking around in there, making sure everyone was okay, as B.J. Hill normally does. He's a very great guy in the community here in Green Bay. You can see him at many community events around the city, and definitely one of the biggest legends to ever play Blizzard football.
If not he's the only one with a retired jersey.
Only one with a retired jersey.
Although he came back.
Yes.
No.
So that jersey technically is unretired, but is still up there. No one can take that number 3 jersey but B.J. Hill.
So here we go. A quick handoff to Jabri, and he is hit hard at midfield, but he's back up. Is Lally.
That was a big hit by Jadar Johnson.
Back to work now. Fresh set of downs from the Blizzard 23. Under center is Reed. He'll hand it off to Lally. Lally's got blocks in time, and he gets inside the 20-yard line. Brought down at about the 18. And it looks like we do have a Blizzard injury.
It looks like it is
Kevin Austin.
Number 77, Kevin Austin, yes.
Injury timeout.
Seems to be sitting up now.
And he is going to get up under his own power, which is good.
Brilliant High School athletes in action. Camera Corner Connecting Point. Celebration Church. Preston Electric. Fairview Elementary. First Presbyterian. Glenbrook Elementary. Good Shepherd Lutheran. Green Bay Community.
So he's up, he'll walk off under his own power. And now he's running off. He's jogging off. So it looks like he is okay for the most part, but we'll see as time goes on. We'll get you an update on Kevin Austin.
He's made a couple big plays for this Blizzard defensive line. A couple in the first half. He made one big tackle, I believe, here in the second, if I'm not mistaken.
So Reed under center. And he will give it up to Lally again. He's got a nice block up the middle. He'll cut middle inside the 5, and that's where he's brought down.
And, yeah, Lally, he's shown a lot of flashes of Dale Monroe. He had a huge game last year for Arizona, an 8-touchdown game, if I'm not mistaken, against Cedar Rapids.
Wow.
8 rushing touchdowns as they came away with the win against Cedar Rapids.
Reed again to Lally. He's up and in for the touchdown. Another touchdown to make this a 36-14 game with under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And this one, Arizona, they've gotten a lot of unanswered points here, if I'm not mistaken. They've scored 2 touchdowns here coming out of the second half. And here they are. They're up big now. They're going to be up by 23 now if this extra point is converted.
And the clock's still running, so 36-14. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 37-14, a 23-point lead for the Rattlers now. I think this is probably exactly what the Rattlers expected and wanted so far. The Blizzard, on the other hand, they still want to make this a closer game, make this a ball game. So they will come out spitting, I imagine. They will be throwing the football and trying to go for that end zone as quick as they possibly can, try to make this more of a ball game.
Definitely. And I think if you're the Blizzard right now, you're going to want to score as quick as you can, like Alex said, and try and get in the end zone, try to make this a close game, and maybe have a chance for a comeback with a couple defensive stops, of course.
Indeed. Definitely not the most exciting first 3 quarters for the Green Bay faithful, as some do not look pleased as we look around this arena. A solid turnout today for Green Bay in their season opener here hosting the Arizona Rattlers. Directly beneath us is completely full, and then across the way, still a pretty solid turnout. And the kick is up and good, or rather up and hits the scoreboard again. Second time this game for Camacho.
Kickoff, and now here he
That
is late
is
in the
the
third.
second occurrence of an Arizona kickoff hitting the scoreboard. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, Green Bay.
So maybe this is exactly what Green Bay wanted. Like I mentioned earlier, Jimmy Camacho, he's hit the scoreboard a lot through pregame warm-ups and that first opening kickoff. And now Green Bay's got a short field with a little amount of time here in the third quarter.
They're only 30 yards out. As Lenoris Footman is going to go to work. Kamal Cass again back there as the running back. Let's see if he gets some more action. He'll turn into a blocker. The snap again is dropped, so Footman going to flip it forward. It was legal to Copeland, Levi Copeland, and he's good for a first down, it looks like. And he is past the 15.
Well past the 15. That was a good recovery by Lenoris Footman, drops the snap.
And that's how our third quarter will end.
Third quarter will end right there.
As Lenoris Footman makes some plays.
At the end of the third quarter.
Levi Copeland comes up with the first down to end the third quarter. So knocking on within the 15-yard line are the Blizzard when we begin the final quarter. Oh boy, get ready for this one, folks. Big beach ball incoming.
Beach ball battle. This is definitely a crowd favorite here in Green Bay.
I don't know who's going to win. We got some barefoot people out here too, so it's going to get crazy. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? On your mark, get set. I didn't say go. Okay, go.
Oh, the ball's all the way up there. It's up in the stands.
Get it involved. I want in.
Yeah, hopefully they can get all the way up here in press row.
Oh, God, right into the Blizzards team.
3, 2, 1, that's it.
So no one, it's a dead heat tie. No one wins that one.
Interesting.
That'd
be a good way to hurt a Blizzard player.
Yeah.
Jeez, that just doesn't look. What if they weren't paying attention?
Yeah.
I'm watching the replay now. What if they weren't paying attention? Interesting. All right.
Yeah, if you watch future Blizzard streams, you're going to see that one going on pretty often. You're going to see that one probably about once a game. Here we go.
This is bad. This is very, very bad. Somebody quoting Stephen A. Smith. All right. Blizzard at the Rattlers' 14-yard line. First down and 10 to go as Lenoris Footman drops back. Heavy pressure. Again, he'll keep her on the left sideline, and he is caught short. About a yard short is what they'll say.
It looked like he tried and reach across, but I think he probably was decked into the dasher board before he got in. But he's close. He's pretty close. He's probably around the 1. Yeah, and Footman, 9 carries, 72 yards. No touchdowns, but he is averaging about 8 yards a carry. He's been a huge weapon for this Green Bay offense. And now they're really knocking on the door.
Well, Lenoris Footman also 109 yards passing and a pair of touchdowns. So he's having
Injury
a solid
timeout.
game.
Number 27, Arizona.
There's an injury timeout for...
But he's jogging off the field, Devin Cockrell.
Devin Cockrell. He was part of that big hit. I wonder if he got pinned between Footman and the wall, but I think he looks okay now. He's jogging off. Had a good speed. So they're going to place this one down at the 1 yard line. The Rattlers coach, I believe, or is that Coach Mogs? He's going to, yeah, that's Coach Mogs. He's going to review this one. I can't tell if that one. I think it is Coach Guy.
Arizona coach is challenging. The Green Bay receiver was offsides at the snap.
Oh.
The play is under further review.
I might have seen that one. There's the potential that this one could be reversed. Yeah, that's Coach Kevin Guy. He is hoping for a penalty to be called against Green Bay for an offsides. And that can be looked at here in the IFL. And, you know, there's been a lot of talk about the NFL potentially adding this to their replay.
So we will wait to see if he was offsides, because that would be crucial. I mean, the Blizzard are knocking on a touchdown just 15 seconds into this fourth quarter. That gives them time, although they're down 23 points, it gives them time to kind of reboot.
And a Wisconsin favorite jump around, as always, being played.
When your team's down by 23, they're still getting into it. They're still getting into it.
To get a Wisconsin crowd into anything, you're gonna want to play jump around. That's how you're gonna get a Wisconsin crowd to get into a game.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Arizona is charged with its first timeout.
Well, there you go. So, incorrect challenge by Kevin Guy.
I believe they were reviewing I believe it was B.J. Hill coming in a high motion. They did not find that he was offside, so now they are going to be knocking on the door yet again from the 1 yard line.
So Kamal Cass is lined up next to Lenora's Footman in kind of a short shotgun formation right at their 5 yard line, only 4 yards behind the center. Footman takes it back, heavy pressure into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Keyslow Smith. That's his second. He's made some pretty big plays here for Green Bay, from Footman to Smith.
Keyslow Smith, his fourth catch, 23 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day now for Smith.
And now
59 and 55 and 79 are eligible. 55-79.
That's a Green Bay Blizzard driving financial touchdown.
So now they're drawing close. It's a 16-point game again. If their defense can hold up here. Well, hopefully with the extra point here.
Up and good.
Good. It is now a 16-point game. Hopefully the Green Bay defense can get some stops together, and we might be able to see a comeback.
We might be able to see this become a closer game than it is right now, as we're at 37-21. 14 minutes or just under still remain here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, we got the kiss cam.
Oh no, denied. They're just gonna wave. Oh, there
we go. There we go. There's a.
Thought we were gonna see some awkward denial go on. What are the odds we get some? Right here. Awkward denial. There it is. Wow, that was something. That was something. Well, back to work. Rattlers will receive. We've already got some jaw jacking going on before the kick.
Yeah, Blizzard lining up to kick right around the Arizona bench.
Friday, March 1st against the Nebraska Danger. It's Youth Jersey night, and the first 1,000 kids 12 and under receive a Youth Jersey.
So Cody Barber on to kick it away for the Blizzard. It's up, and it's really not up. It squibs it.
Oh, and it bounces off of, I believe that was Jamal Miles. And here goes Desmond Epps.
past midfield, not far, up to about the 24 of the Blizzard.
That was a big stop there by Keyshawn Taylor, the first-year receiver here for the Green Bay Blizzard. Good stop there on special teams. Hopefully the defense can get another stop here.
That was Keyshawn Taylor on the tackle past midfield. Number 14 there who made the stop. So Arizona takes over on offense. They're looking to expand on this lead that has been cut to 16 points over the last drive by the Blizzard. They're looking to make it back up to possibly 23. As Verlin Reed Jr. is in at quarterback. He's under center. He'll fake a handoff and roll right. Pass over the middle is caught. And he's got nowhere to run, but he makes some room for himself for a first down.
Desmond Epps came back on the block.
Yeah, it was Anthony Amos who had, I believe they're going to call it about 2 yards short of a first down. So a gain of about 8.
There was Deldrick Canty. He was getting in the face of Verlon Reed. Joe Powell almost came up with the tackle.
Same setup for Reed, but he'll actually hand it off this time as that, he just decks Goldman. Does Jabri Lally on a big carry. He just told Goldman who the boss was as he lowered his shoulder into him. Nice carry by Jabri.
And here we go, the Rattlers. They're now inside the Blizzard 10. Maybe they can put this one away with the score here. Or can the Blizzard come away with another turnover like they did to end the first half?
Now out of a shotgun is Reed. He'll hand it. He'll fake a handoff to Lally, who got decked in the backfield, but Reed will go to the end zone anyway.
Yeah, Arizona's really perfected the craft of the fake. They've faked both of us out.
Really, yeah.
They've faked the Blizzard defense out. And I would be surprised if we see more of that from Nebraska next week as well.
Lally got destroyed there in the backfield, but he didn't even have the ball as Verlin Reed ran it in for a touchdown and extended this lead. And we'll wait on the extra point, but it'll likely be a 23-point lead back up to it. Kick is up, and it's good. 44-21 now.
23-point lead now.
Promotional timeout.
11 and a half remains.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Blizzard fans.
Not the ideal start for Green Bay, obviously, as they hope this year would bring a new faith, a new start, rather.
You know, if you're Green Bay, you want to try and make this one close. You want to put points on the board. You want to try and, when all is said and done, the final score, you want it to be pretty close. Even if you can't pull off the win, you want to get some points up on the board and give yourself something to work on to start the week. A short week for the Green Bay Blizzard, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, they play on Friday already again. They take on Nebraska right here in the Resch Center. You'll have Nebraska's commentary crew on that one on Friday night.
And back to our turn for Green Bay. Looks like it's going to be B.J. Hill and Joe Powell. Probably two of their biggest returners. Well, B.J. Hill, IFL legend. Joe Powell, he took a couple back for Quad City last year when they were at the CIF.
Camacho's kick is up. Didn't hit the scoreboard this time as B.J. Hill will get it right where he was standing, and he will take it out again. And again is dropped before the 7-yard line. Has not had a great return night at all this afternoon, has B.J. Hill.
And Arizona's, I think you give a guy a lot of props to Arizona's special team coverage. They have been gunning down there for B.J. Hill, and they've been able to keep him intact, special teams-wise. He did have one receiving touchdown in the first half. And Lenore's Footman still in at quarterback for the Green Bay Blizzard.
I imagine they'll stick with him. He's done solid. He can't
Definitely.
control the points that the Rattlers are putting on the board unless, of course, it's a turnover, but hasn't had any of those. So Footman back to work now. He's been close quite a few times with drop snaps, but Footman back to work. He'll drop back into his end zone as he's got heavy pressure. He's able to break free of it. Over the middle, my laptop was in the way. Copeland, I thought it was picked off.
He had Copeland. It was over his head. Cockrell was there.
And so he is fine, by the way. Cockrell walked off with an injury just about 10 minutes ago. But regardless, yes, he was unable to come up with it. So Blizzard will.
I think they got
a ton of flags.
I think this one's going to be on Arizona, I believe.
Prior to the snap, encroachment. Defense, number 44, contact
So that gives
with
them,
center.
that gives them some
penalty.
space to work with.
Second out.
They were running it out of their own end zone. Now they get some space all the way up to the 10-yard line now.
Yeah, and if you know Green Bay quarterbacks, Green Bay has a specialty for running the hard count, and Lenore's Footman got Arizona to jump there as well.
So here's the snap over the middle to Copeland. It's dropped on second down. He can't come up with it. A nice pass.
A little bit behind him, but Chapman was flying for Copeland. I think Copeland was looking upfield a little too quick. See here on the replay. He had to come back for it a little bit, and Chapman was flying pretty fast for him. So now it's second down and 10. We're under 10 minutes to go in this one. 44-21, Rattlers lead the Blizzard.
So Footman back to work out of the shotgun. Kamal Cass to his left, 3 wide out to right. 2 in motion. Here's the snap. He will look right. Cass into a blocker over the middle, then picked off by Arizona. Alan Chapman was there again. He's been all over the field for that Arizona defense all night. And a little celebration with Dylan Winfrey. So ball goes back to Arizona, who leads by 23 and will now likely expand on that lead.
Green Bay was in this one for a long time in the first half, but Arizona, they have just been unstoppable on offense in the second half. And here they go. They could potentially make this one a 30-point game when this drive is over.
Well, people are starting to head for the door with even 9 minutes left.
Yeah,
anything can happen. It's still football.
Yeah.
So here we go back to work. Is Verlin Reed Jr. He's under center. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left, and a running back in his backfield. He'll throw over the middle deep, and it's picked off. Back-to-back interceptions. This time it's Marquez Goldman, his second interception of the game. He's definitely been the top guy for that Blizzard defense as he kneels at midfield.
A little bit of a Terrell Owens celebration there.
Interesting.
Marquez Goldman, he has been on fire on Green Bay's defense. I talked a lot about him in the first half, and he's made 2 big plays turnover-wise. And now, hey, Green Bay's got the ball back at their own
5-yard line. So back to work. They're keeping Lenore's Footman out there. Hopefully he has a short memory. Just threw that interception 2 plays ago. So back to work for Green Bay and their offense. 3 offensive linemen, 3 wideouts, a running back. And Footman and Cass in the shotgun. three wide receivers to Footman's right. Here's the snap. Give off the cast that we were going to have early motion called regardless on what happens here.
Yeah, it looked like that one. I can't quite tell what the number is. I want to say that was Nicholas Diavanzo. Jumped a little early.
Illegal defense. Number 92, not in a three-point stance at the snap. 5-yard penalty. It'll remain first down.
Well, I don't know if that was the only thing they could have called in that play, but I guess Green Bay will take the extra 5 yards.
Yeah, he jumped early. He was not in a three-point stance, and I think that's where you got to call the illegal defense first. And yeah, Diavanzo gives Blizzard 5 free yards.
So back to work now, number 8, Footman in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Cass drops into a blocker again. He fires deep. He's got space and time, and pass interference will be called on Dylan Winfrey.
Yeah, Keyslow Smith, he went up for that one, and Dylan Winfrey, he went up at the same time, and he was definitely interfering with Keyslow Smith on that one.
Pass interference. Defense number 15. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Let's do this again.
So the Blizzard are going to get this ball right around midfield.
And thank the Rattlers for that penalty flag. Everybody say it with me. Thank you.
So another opportunity with a short field for Green Bay.
So right from midfield, first down. Again, the same formation other than the 3 receivers now to Footman's left. Cass to his right now. Here's the snap. Again, Cass will become a blocker over the middle to B.J. Hill. It's caught. He stays on his feet after the hit. Breaks that tackle, slides underneath, and he's up to the 19-yard line. B.J. Hill knows how to move, but guess what? There's a flag on the play. What's new this afternoon? Lots of them have been thrown.
Back around where the quarterback.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 95. Half the distance foul from the end of the run.
So that'll bring the Blizzard up to about the 10-yard line, just a little bit past because he was dropped to the 19. Well, they'll mark it right at the 10.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a late hit there.
Thank you.
And now Green Bay, they're right around the 10-yard line, so more free yardage for Green Bay. That's most of their drive right there.
So back to work, Lenore's Footman. We're under the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Here's the snap. 3 receivers to his left once again this play. He's got heavy pressure, though. Rolling, throwing into the stands. Got rid of it here on first down.
Another flag down.
Oh, my.
I think this one's coming back.
Holding. 69. Offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That is Zach Fondle. He's a veteran here in the IFL from the University of Kansas. Not something you usually expect from a veteran like him. And that's going to back the Blizzard back to the 20s, so it'll be
a lot of penalties in this one.
It'll be first and goal from the 20 now. So they're going to have to put it in the end zone to get a first down.
12 penalties entering the fourth quarter. We've got to be over 15 now. Pair of receivers to his right, one to his left. They'll go over the middle, and it's deflected as he throws, as he was picking up some pressure. They've had 4 pass rushers pretty consistently, has Arizona this fourth quarter, and Kamal Cass has kind of become a fourth blocker in a sense. He hasn't carried the ball in quite some time, so he's just been there to pick up on a linebacker or even an extra defensive lineman if they do tend to play one. So it's been an interesting role this quarter for Kamal Cass, as Lenore's Footman has faced heavy pressure all quarter long and is trying to make deep plays. So I'm sure we'll see the same again. We are going to see a linebacker rush this time around. That's who Cass will pick up. Keep an eye on that. Here's the snap. Footman over the middle, wide open, and overthrown.
Smith was open right in the end zone, and he overshot Keyslow Smith. That's something to keep an eye on here in future weeks with Flipman. He has overshot his receivers multiple times tonight, and that resulted in a turnover earlier in this quarter.
And I know the chat on YouTube will love this. Look at who just ran in. It's number 55, Truett Box. We'll see if he reports as eligible.
And no announcement?
Not one this time around.
Now he's waving. He's waiting for it.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here you go, YouTube.
Second timeout, Green Bay.
Maybe not. We'll get a timeout instead. Truett Box is staying in, though. I hope we get it one more time, folks. One more time. I let you down there. Well, 44-21 is your score. 5:40 remains here in the game. Arizona looking good. They'll go on to host Cedar Rapids this upcoming weekend before they get into a bye week. Following that, they'll take on Tucson in Arizona. Well, obviously, but at home. And then they'll have another bye week following that.
And the Green Bay Blizzard, their upcoming schedule. After Arizona, they have Nebraska here on Friday, as we've mentioned. Tommy Armstrong, the Nebraska Danger. He had a huge game against Bismarck yesterday, leading them to the victory. Then they have a road trip to Des Moines, Iowa, to take on the defending United Bowl champions in the Iowa Barnstormers.
So Truett Box.
55 is eligible. 55.
There it is, folks. There's your sound clip from the game. Lenoris Footman all by himself there in the backfield. They brought in Box to pose as an extra blocker. It worked out nicely that he's got a scramble thrown out of bounds. There's a souvenir for you.
And now it's a 4th and 20. You know, if you're Green Bay, you just want to put points on the board. And they're most likely going to go for it. Smith is coming off. Keyslow Smith, that is. It's going to be Copeland, Taylor, and Hill in out wide receiver.
So Taylor's he's seen some reps, but not a ton. So he's getting some extra time here. Is Keyshawn Taylor. Here's Lenoris Footman. He's going to throw over the middle to B.J. Hill. That's picked off. Yes, it is. It is indeed intercepted by a guy who walked off with an injury less than a quarter ago. He looks fine and well now. Devin Cockrell comes up with a big pick.
Let's check here on the replay. Footman, he's been facing pressure all night. From his right side, just lofts it up for B.J. Hill. And it looked like, Devin Cockrell.
No luck there. Under the 5-minute mark now. Here in Green Bay, Alex Strofe, Joey Bonadonna hanging out with you on this fine Sunday afternoon, the only IFL game of the day. As we mentioned earlier, San Diego got topped by Quad Cities in their IFL debut, 67-49 on Friday. Saturday brought in Nebraska over Bismarck victory, 66-44. Miles Bergner with a last-second field goal lifted Sioux Falls over Cedar Rapids, 47-44, and this is game number 4.
And while we were giving that IFL recap, Joe Powell, a huge tackle on number 16, Jared Harrington. He just came right off from that safety position, and he laid a pretty nice hit there on Harrington. Loss of 2. And we're going to have a 2nd down and 12 from the 3 of Arizona.
Out of his own end zone is Reed. Couple of receivers in motion. He'll drop back to pass. He looks right side. He's got a man. It's caught. He'll use the sideline to his advantage as he spins out of a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet into the 20-yard zone.
And there's another example of Desmond Epps and his great returning skills. In open field, he's going to make you pay.
Steven Garola with a nice celebration there at the end as he flips the ball. The offensive lineman, number 56. Nice celebration there. All right, back to it is the Arizona offense. Reed in shotgun has a running back to his right and a couple of receivers to his left in motion. Here's the snap. It's a play action, but he'll keep it. There goes Reed on an option play, and he'll gain about 6 yards.
And that's going to be Jadar Johnson on the tackle. And it'll be a 2nd down 6, under 3 minutes now. We're coming close to the 1-minute warning, in which we'll go to college timing rules. With time stopping with first downs, scores, incomplete passes.
There's the handoff, and he has space, does Jabri Lally. He's within the 10-yard line now for Arizona, already knocking on another score.
Should be close to a first down. 1st and goal.
It'll be a 1st and goal from the 7. Arizona hoping to make this one a 30-point game. And they're close to making it that.
Under center is Verlin Reed. Here comes the motion, here comes the snap, and a handoff to Jabri Lally. He's got blockers. He's dragging him to the end zone. They're going to call it
just short. Oh, and there's a flag.
And, of course, a flag. Characteristically, yes.
Let's see what the penalty is.
Under the 2-minute mark here.
After the play was over, we have offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct fouls. Number 2 on the offense and number 1 on the defense. Those penalties will offset.
Jamal Miles and Donovan Jackson. Jamal Miles of the Rattlers, Donovan Jackson of the Blizzard called for a pair of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, obviously offsetting, as the referee mentioned. So nothing will change. It will still be Rattlers ball inside the 5-yard line.
17 penalties on both of these teams combined.
5 in this quarter, not to mention. So back to work is Verlin Reed under center. Here comes the handoff to Jabri Lally. He reaches for the end zone, and it's called a touchdown. There's your 50-burger. 50-21 prior to the extra point.
All right, Blizzard fans.
And here we go, Jabri Lally lowering his shoulder, making that extra stretch.
Well done by Lally on the reach.
And with this extra point, it could be a 30-point game.
And here it comes. Up and good. So it is a 30-point game. Definitely not the second half that Blizzard would have liked.
You know, they were close in the first half, but the defense, they've still made a lot of big plays, but they were not able to keep.
Promotional timeout. Please set the game clock to 1 minute. 1 minute.
They were not able to keep Arizona out of the end zone in this game.
Well, if you want a T-shirt back at home, all of you viewing this with 60 seconds left, now's your last chance. So make sure you get up.
If you're Green Bay, you're going to have this. You're going to have this period of time, this 1 minute in the fourth quarter, where you're going to have an opportunity with a lot of clock stoppage. You might have an opportunity to put points on the board and go into your short week with something to feel good about here at the end of this game.
Definitely, and as they move on, here's the upcoming schedule for the Blizzard. They have another home game on Friday as they will host the Nebraska Danger. Then they head out for 3 straight road games at Iowa, at San Diego, and at Quad City before returning home to host Quad City on April 5th. And then a back-to-back with Nebraska on the 13th and 20th of April, first home and then away.
I believe they have a bye week after that Iowa game.
Yes, they do.
Before they make the long trip to San Diego, which is the longest trip in the IFL right now. Green Bay to San Diego, and Camacho does not hit the scoreboard on this
Only
one.
2 of them this time around. So here's B.J. Hill with another tough spot to return it from. He runs into 2 of his own guys and is brought down inside the 10-yard line. It has not been B.J. Hill's night, to say the least.
Not. He's been making his been making plays at the receiver position, but returning the football just has not been his night. Maybe something Green Bay wants to work on here as they go.
Well, they've got 5 days until their next one. They've definitely got to prepare and get things ready as they will host Nebraska on Friday.
They definitely have to work on that read option defense as they're going to be taking on Tommy Armstrong, who had a very, very exceptional game last night running the football with the read option.
Most definitely. So, Truett Box back in the game.
Are they going to get in?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, we're not going to get one.
Say it. Well, Norris Footman will take the snap. He'll drop back, toss it over the middle. That's caught by B.J. Hill. B.J. Hill brought down immediately at the 14-yard line.
Clock under 45 seconds now. And we're going to try and hurry it up a little bit. Remember, clock stops the first down as college rules imply.
Under the 30-second mark is Footman over the middle. Caught by Taylor. He's brought down past midfield, but that'll stop the clock because of a first down.
And tackled by Ricky Wyatt on that one. Normally he's blitzing the quarterback, but on this one he was back in coverage.
And here comes the clock start, and here comes the snap to Footman with some motion. He'll take it, step back, look over the middle, and that will be caught.
And they might
actually look left side. We might get a roughing the passer call as well, as that'll stop the clock. But there on the catch was Levi Copeland. Again, kind of an unsung hero for this offense here in this loss.
Roughing the passer, number 95. Half the distance penalty. First down.
And that is Joshua Gordon's second roughing the passer, if I'm not mistaken, in this quarter. So now that gives Green Bay 9 yards to the end zone.
And 12.4 seconds, not to mention. So let's see if they can get it done here in the allotted time.
A last chance effort maybe for the end zone.
Here's the snap to Footman. He looks right side. Heavy pressure. He's able to run away from it. Here's the throw down the sideline and tipped away.
He had B.J. Hill.
B.J. Hill, but solid coverage by Merriweather, who knocked it out of bounds. And I'll say it again, there's your souvenir here with 5.6 remaining.
I think it ended up in that Rattlers fans' hands yet again.
It did, yeah.
From that spike earlier that ended up being penalized. The visiting team not able to give away balls or putting it in the stands.
So from the 9, 5.6 seconds remain. Here's the snap. Footman got it again, drops back. Levi Copeland just standing in. B.J. Hill has the catch within the 5-yard line, but that'll end the game. Oh, they stopped the clock. They stopped the clock at .7.
Maybe one more shot for the end zone.
They stopped the clock.
Third and final
they call a
timeout, Green Bay.
Man, that was fun. That was fun.
They got 2 yards to go. Let's see if they can.
Joey, last time I checked, you cannot score a 30-point touchdown, correct?
What was that?
You can't score a 30-point touchdown, correct? That's
cannot.
not possible? Okay, just making sure.
So, yes, we are under a second. Very,
Oh, more T-shirts. I was wrong. That wasn't your last chance. We can get some more here. Wow, that was I'm surprised they called the timeout there with .7. They're trying to get in the end zone one more time, or the Blizzard.
Hey, if you want a free T-shirt, you should come to Green Bay for a game. You got a lot of opportunities to get a T-shirt.
Yeah, there's your souvenirs.
A lot of souvenirs given out tonight, Alex.
People won one last 55. The referee better give it to him. I want it too.
Let's see if we get it. If he doesn't, we'll give it for you. 55 is reported as eligible.
He's not going to say it. 55 is eligible, folks. Last play, Footman Clock has expired, overthrown, and somehow he dropped it. I thought Keyshawn Taylor caught that.
One in the end zone.
Well, that'll do it from Green Bay. Your final score 51-21 for Joey Bonadonna. I'm Alex Strofe. Thanks so much for tuning into Blizzard Football on the Indoor Football League YouTube page.